No, you don't
Sean,
know what you asked for.
you deserve this opening song, you dickhead.
Well, I'm not your hero. The King Tater in the land of Idahos and Idahomies. Some real pals, some real phony. I found real love while pissing on Mormon matrimonies. If you get to know me, I am the golden unholy. My green goddess always knows how to hold me. Lo and behold my glory, while these tater haters die lonely. Downloadable rappers and hip-hop honkies, oh can't you see? You can't spell fame without me. And I ain't talking video game when I speak of destiny. 1986, I began my excellent journey. My mother was an angel, but my father was a fiend. Don't get it twisted, I'm not complaining. Instead, I became the strongest man in the galaxy. Even the stars are confused by my story. Not looking for American apathy. Instead, I'm developing my own devastating legacy. Wow. Well, I'm not your hero. Platinum schemes, living my dreams, buffer than you cause I lift heavy things, glitter and bling, strippers and trees, trailer park memes and methamphetamines, kicking ice cream, counting them rings, top of the hub bitches all that I see, I scour the sea, shark I will be, me and my mermaid we just keep swimming, riding the waves of eternity, my honesty is just beginning, ironically I'm more pretty than the beastie you sexually are needing, that cheesy sleazy is hooked on heroin, not a heroine is she, is that how you greased her up just to get to easy, now you're appeasing to the sleazy who is hopping on your homie's peasies, she's catching dick sneezes while you're paying for gas, groceries and electricity, is it shocking or just hard to believe, the hurtful truth, are you even receiving, pathetic people turn into sheeple tragically, trapped in the land of the free, stupid beings doing stupid things. Well, I'm not your hero. At the very last second, I'm confessing that I've got an obsession. I enjoy oppressing this ignorant population. More enemies than friends in any situation. However, my companions and I live Final Fantasy VII. Basic human beings lose their dreams during the recession, giving up their beliefs, working for a corporation. Friends become fiends over narcotic sensations. Chemical romance now is a legal situation. We need to disengage this operation. Television is the babysitter of our nation, and salvation is bought with any religion. Now we wonder why our children become friends with addiction, why our daughters end up stripping and our sons end up drug dealing. Prescription beings making human beings incapable of moral feelings. Celebrity lifestyle really isn't that different. Well, I'm not your hero.
Good afternoon, my Idahos and Idahomies. Welcome to the rec room. I'll be your host today, Johnny Bonsaco, and I fucking hate myself already. Becca, I hate you even more. I'm gonna mute so I can sing along.
I was singing along. I made my own words.
God damn it.
He's a velvet hero, not a villain.
Sean, I don't do this often, but I'm gonna apologize to you right now for that. That was wrong. That was wrong, man. That was fucking wrong.
Was it
I
though?
I'm a bad person. No, I'm a bad person for that. Ah, God. Ah. Becca, we're gonna make it through your birthday this weekend. Thank God.
We are.
How are you doing, girl?
I'm
Hi, Goat
good.
Man. How you doing? How
I
you
woke
doing,
up
Keisha?
to
Hi, lady.
presents on my doorstep this
Well, I
morning.
know they weren't from me because I haven't got them yet.
No, Bloody sent presents.
Oh, of course, that whore.
He got me a book, a sweatshirt, and a bracelet.
Oh, wow.
He knows me.
And Braces says, "Will you be mine?"
No. It's one I had on my wish list. It's an infinity
Uh-huh.
sign with a heart off to the side with my birthstone in it.
I think Bonsaco finally came out. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay. Okay. I was like, no, man, we've been streaming all week. Where the fuck have you been? Oh, you mean I'm because I'm gay? Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
The
I'm
closet
gay.
was closing in on him. He was getting a little claustrophobic, so he had to come out
I did.
for his comfort and ours.
I did. Oh, I need to make an announcement here real quick before we get going. Lady is going to be doing just chatting stream. I'm assuming it's over on Twitch. Um, and I'm gonna join her because she asked me. And it'll be on December 26th, you guys. So make sure you check that out.
Fun.
I'll be a good boy too.
Are you?
Well,
You're gonna be respectful of her channel.
yes.
No N bombs.
No N bombs.
No F
No.
bombs.
No F bombs. No. 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 I'm gonna be a good boy.
That's very
I'll-
sweet of you.
I know. Hey, I used to respect your channel until you abused it and stopped using it.
I
Now it's like
abused it like the little redheaded
I
stepchild that it should be.
it's like I dare you to fire that channel back up because I'll be over there fucking shit up.
Which one? My Twitch?
Either one. I'm
I
getting you
really need
yeeted
to.
from somewhere, okay? I'm gonna get you yeeted from somewhere.
I really
But
need to start streaming again, Bon Sacco.
mhm. You know what? I'm
Hmm,
not holding my breath this time. Okay?
I
You
know.
stream,
Well,
I will be there.
okay. I need to stop fucking up. I need to stop saying it out loud and putting it out there because something always comes in and it's like, oh, you got plans? Yeah, that's cute.
Sorry, my
So
phone's ringing, so I'm muted.
it's
Oh well, you
still
gotta get
ringing.
yeah.
You should answer it so we can play with the telemarketer.
I,
Hello? No, I'm homeless. I don't have electricity. The
you're an
rolling blackouts in California do not affect me. Go fuck off. Hey, by the way, do you have any needles? I don't care if they're used.
asshole.
Is this
Lady, the
about
only
the
thing I
bottle
ask you,
shit?
remind me about a day ahead of time because I'm gonna be a busy boy the next 10 days. I did write it down though. I don't write shit down. But I wrote
And make sure you like get confirmation he got your reminder. He's kind of bad about reading
I am.
messages.
I am bad. No, I've been really good this year on Discord. I have been really, really good. I have kept
Oh,
my
see?
alerts down
She said
below.
you never answered her DM, bitch.
Oh,
Told you he's really bad about that.
well, yeah, because I was streaming today, so I figured I'd tell you over the stream because while I shield you. See,
Um,
John, there's a method to my madness.
sometimes
Did you shield us, by the way?
I did.
Oh, God damn it.
I was all over it while I was telling you about baby update. I was chilling
He
and
didn't know.
filing my nails.
You're right, lady. I didn't. I was going to message you after the stream if you weren't here. So, look, again, there's a method to my madness. Look, lady,
It's
fucking
called
nine,
making it up
almost,
as it goes along.
yes, basically 10 hours last night drinking, screaming, and yelling. I was tired last night or this
This
morning.
morning,
Yes,
I was dead. I
I
got a
did.
good 3 hours of sleep.
I got
I have to do laundry.
5. I got 5.
That's
So,
good.
not your problem. You're right. It's not your problem. You could just you could be a little sympathetic towards. Look,
It's
look.
almost like she's challenging you.
I know, right? Listen, when I celebrate a bitch's birthday, I celebrate a bitch's birthday. I'm just saying. And I'll be honest, I'm in much better shape than I was last year when I celebrated Becca's birthday.
That's
So
true.
I am okay. I am
He's
okay.
talking cohesively.
Coherently.
Cohesively.
Coherently, you
It's
ass.
cohesive. Once like I told you, I'm making up words today. I'm making up definitions
Making
to
up
words that
definitions
already
too.
exist. I corrected myself.
I'm going back over to chaos and I'm gonna fuck his shit up. Fuck this. I'm out.
Ooh, take me with you. Hi, Green Badger.
Hi, Green Badger.
Hi, Spittle.
Well, I don't know why I'm doing this.
Spittle, it's not worth finishing the stream. Just
Last
hang out
night,
here.
your daughter finished last night's stream.
She
How
did.
you telling Spittle? Oh, I see K-Shell's the 2-timing us. She's over in Chaos's too.
Hey, pulling double duty doesn't hurt no one.
I know. And K-Shell can do it too, so I'm all right with it.
Multitasking
all right.
is
There is Chaos. He's
good.
playing Warframe, guys. I would recommend going over there and hanging out, but he's kind of a dickhead. So don't. But if you go over there, make sure you touch his butt. All right.
What? Why are you telling people to touch other people's butts every time you send them somewhere? Is that a new thing that I missed? Like, why is that a thing now? You told me to touch Outlaw's butt.
Well, yeah, and you didn't. I had to make you touch his butt.
I was in the process of talking to you and Luna backstage.
You need
and
it.
donating subs, and I was busy.
Uh-huh.
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 I was spreading the wealth. Because I
Uh-huh.
haven't done that in a while.
I know, right? I haven't donated in forever. And it was like, I'm not doing it in penny increments today. Fuck you. Here's $10. Leave me alone. Well, by the way, your alerts are broken. Eat my ass. Oh. So yeah,
Well,
go touch Chaos's butt. Lady, you streaming? Oh no, you're doing movie night tonight. My bad.
what kind of movies? Have you done one of her movie nights?
Uh-uh. No, I'm usually cooking when they're doing movie night. So
Oh, yeah. Doing that dad thing.
Yeah, doing the dad thing. You know what I realized today?
What?
I miss being a football fan.
Spreading the wealth. Goat man.
Yeah, she's a whore like that. Wait, never mind.
I'm atoning for my sins.
Which she doesn't understand. She can't fucking do.
I try. The attempt is there.
Uh-huh.
That should count.
Well, we may get off easy because right before we went live, I went, oh shit. I shut the video that we were going to cover today. I shut it and didn't bookmark it.
Oh.
I know, right?
Is it in your history? If you played it, it should be in your history.
I had to take it back. I did bookmark it. Oh hell!
Look at you! You're all over
know,
it without
right?
knowing you're all over it. I'm
Right.
proud
Right.
of you.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to try to keep the N-bombs to a minimum today, guys.
Try.
I have no guarantees. I got nothing
Capital
free.
T.
I also have a short Bosch video for you. Just because I want to listen to Becca's head pop.
What do you mean? I love him.
Uh-huh. Right. That and the big horse cock that's in his mouth. I know. I know. I know. So no, I was watching football today going, I miss watching football every Sunday. But you people are still
Why?
douchebags. Because it's an
Because
excuse not.
it's something you don't have to think about and you just relax and chill.
Well, yeah, that too. But we sit on the couch when the boys were younger and watch football.
Yeah.
And look, my Raiders suck. They haven't been good in 40 years, which I've accepted a long time ago.
You're a loyal
But
fan.
I am, and I love sitting on the couch with my boys and watching football. But God, they are such douchebags. I came back after the Colin Kaepernick thing and the kneeling and shit to Black Lives Matter, and it was like, nope, I'm out again. Fuck you. I can't do this with you assholes. You guys get paid way too much money to be in my face telling me I'm a bad person. Eat my whole ass. So I'm sitting here today like, miss football. But do I though? Because I'm looking at these
Maybe.
guys that are getting paid 50 and 60 and 70 million dollars to play a goddamn game. I
To
hate the
give
word.
you free entertainment.
You are more entertaining. Sorry,
Because
you're more entertaining. And why are you filing your nails while we're streaming, you hoe?
the snail is bothering me. Here, I'll put it up. Sorry. I know.
It's right in my ear. I'm sure the
I'm
audience can't
sorry.
hear it, but it's right in my ear, and it's like,
Sorry.
ah.
I don't usually do stupid shit like that while I'm live, but my nails are bothering me because I haven't gotten them done in a long time.
Yeah, yeah. The Raider fans may have killed a couple of other fans. I have some opinions on that because my friend was at one of those football games and he was a Steelers fan the day that Steeler fan got killed at the LA Coliseum. And my friend, being the bitch
Hi,
boy he is,
Luna.
took his Pittsburgh Steeler jersey off and hid it. And I was like, "You're a bitch. See, this is why I've never liked you, because you're a bitch." And he's like, "Well, you wouldn't do that, motherfucker." I got off a goddamn airplane in Denver with my goddamn Raider jersey on. I dared motherfuckers to come and give me shit. What?
Nick is in Chaos's chat. Said
Nick,
he hello dickhead named Bonsako.
you piece of shit.
I'm
Nick,
paying
you're supposed to
attention.
be. Oh, look at that. Sup, cutie. Nick, you fucking homosexual. You're supposed to be napping. You piece of shit. You're supposed to be sleeping. I felt sorry for you. I'm like, oh, Nick worked
He's
hard
like
last
right now
night.
and show my. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Of course he is. Hold on.
How you doing, Nick? Go to the store tomorrow and get eggnog. I'll make some.
This asshole.
Oh. Very so. Right. What are they talking? They're in the street, blah, blah, blah.
Snark.
Here, meet the domestic bad boy. Hey, Becca. How
Here,
you doing?
you know what? I got something to do.
Yeah, I do too.
Why is this going so fast to fucking... okay, so... Being able to have a spot to eat for fun, almost. All right. Maybe you are... I mean, yeah. Hey. One bit's one bit, fucking Johnny. Love you regardless. Ah, Becca with a cheeky tier one. Thank you very much. I love you too, Becca. I hope you've had a fantastic weekend.
Okay.
At least I hope so, anyway.
I'm a good person. I
No, you're
tried.
not.
At least enjoyed
Nah.
your tour. Ah! You don't love us?
Oh, if only
And
I
a
could
cheeky
fucking
pie
spell.
gifted going out there. The hard
It's
merchandise,
been a
Fallen Ash, Dr.
perfect.
Captain Sir, Just So, and X.
I don't know who
21
any of those
20
people are.
yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
but
time?
Is it because
Oh,
is it because we've managed to torment Johnny half the weekend?
you know, y'all can fuck off. I'm gonna torment my chat right now.
Still chewing myself. Ooh, fresh drink in a moment. Maybe. Excellent. That's what. See, that's all I need. And we're good on that. Wait, is that it? Just a text conversation?
Okay.
Rank? Okay, fair enough.
We need to stop fucking off with him.
No, wait. Have you stream on already? You're tormenting your chat. There we go. See? It all works out fine.
Dickhead. Okay, I need to mute him, get him out of my ear, because we'll be over there fucking trolling him all day long. So, guys, we didn't finish the one video last night. We did. Well, okay, we did. But we got into a healthy debate on politics in the world, and I dig that shit too. But I have Mr. Black Man that is going to sit there and look down his nose at us because we are all garbage human beings. And he's going to look down his nose at Tank and Anna because they're garbage human beings now too. Because they just want to have a fucking conversation. And again, I'm going to try to keep the N words to a minimum because little Mr. Black Man, I think you'll hear me in your head as he's talking because he's very proper and he's all this. And it's like, motherfucker, I know what you're doing. You usually only get 1,000 fucking views on your shit. You got 500,000 when you put the clip of homie quitting on TYT on your fucking stream. I know you know what's going on. You're trying to profit off this shit. Doesn't matter that your fucking homie just, quit his job, dickhead. It's like, fuck. Are you gonna pay homies the $3,000 that this motherfucker is gonna be missing every month? No, of course not. You know why? Because you ain't gonna make $3,000 in a month. You piece of shit.
You
Becca,
don't
I
think
would
it makes that much in a month?
off 1,000 views per video.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. No. Oh, well, here, let me bring it up real quick and then we'll look. Let's go see if he left his comments on. He did. All right.
Ooh,
All right. Okay, homie. I
that's
can at least
different.
respect that. 86,000 views, of course. Okay. No, you got the result you wanted. You got the result you wanted. All of these motherfuckers. It is something. Again, I don't understand it. I don't. I don't get why you fuckers can't disagree and still be friends. I don't get that. I really just don't. Maybe I'm too old. I hang out with Becca. Man, if she doesn't like you, she doesn't like you. And she ain't gonna be nice about it either. So
Sometimes I'm nice about it. It depends.
yeah, as you're setting someone up to gut them like a fish. Stop it.
They never know.
Stop it. Oh, Becca's being nice. Yeah, you might want to run. Why? She loves me. Oh, you're about to find out how much. Why your intestines are pouring out of your gut. I'm just saying. Bonsako, you love me. No, I'll tell you, I think you're a piece of shit right off the bat. There you go.
Eh.
I don't get this. I honestly, again, I was sitting here watching this yesterday. I watched this whole video too. I don't think we're going to watch the whole video because I don't think I could stand this motherfucker twice. But Mr. Black Man wants to take, he wants you to take him seriously.
So serial. He's got glasses and everything. He's an intellectual.
Again, I was sitting on my couch going, nigger, please. Stop it.
There's one.
What? Yes, that was one. Okay, I'm going to be a good boy now. I swear. Again, if you didn't act like one, I wouldn't call you one, you bastard. Here we go, Becca. Enjoy. Happy birthday, girl.
Thank you.
Happy with me, and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals, I love. So we should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work, and that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and let me
if
do the other
if
half.
that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I give up. I give up. Okay, criminals are great unless they're white. If they're white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay, anyways, so I know, how dare we be principled? We should be unfair to the right. I know. We should be unfair to fellow Americans. I know. So
lawmakers, this is a small group of activists who like to bully, who like to go to city council meetings, who like to go to various rallies and essentially be loud, be threatening, be aggressive until they get their way. And
I think homie wanted us to pay attention. Tap in his ear. You better listen to this. Okay, Mr. Blackman.
I'm listening.
I'm listening. Oops. Sorry.
For far too long, the Democratic Party has been terrified of these little mobs of people, these little mobs of activists, and have basically just carried out what these activists want. And I just think that they need to be a little smarter than falling prey to the whims of various activist groups, because they are not representative of the majority of Americans. In reality, we're talking about individuals whose politics is mostly based on, some fringe issue or some cultural issue that they have. It's not just that they care about that issue, it's that they've taken that issue and they've made it part of their identity, the core of who they are.
Mhm.
And it's almost like what you would expect from religious zealots.
Hi,
And
Eagle.
so
How you
there's a
doing, my friend?
fundamentalism involved in the way that they treat these issues. And to be honest, I just don't really care to collaborate with any other leftist ever again at this point.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at, because they come on the show, they build a name for themselves, and then they build a bigger name for themselves, trashing us as if they don't know who we are, as if they haven't worked with us, they don't know what our actual political values are.
Well, Anna, I have worked with TYT, and to be certain, I worked with you for such a brief period of time that you all can't take any credit for my success or whatever measure of success that I may have.
See, because of this, I had to go check your view count, buddy. You probably should go back to TYT. I'm just saying.
I think you all could check your books. I think I made maybe $3,000 off of you throughout the entire time that we knew each other. I want to talk to you, the audience, and I want to share with you why I would put such a video together. And honestly, this is just the beginning of the video. That was 2 minutes of Jank and Anna making the case for why my good brother, Mayor Mondale Robinson, quit live on air on this channel, left TYT. I left TYT many years ago for reasons that had nothing to do with their politics, because their politics at the time were spot on. Back around 2020, absolutely, that was the place to be. And I was happy to be there, with the exception of some contractual issues that are neither here nor there, right? But I was a fan of TYT. And quite honestly, I still absolutely am a fan and a brother and a comrade and a colleague of Dr. Rashad Ritchie. Solidarity, my
Comrade, get the fuck out of here.
You caught that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
I-
What a fucking fake.
brother. John Iadarola, I can't wait till we get a chance to review some movies when things settle down and we don't have fascism knocking at the door. JR, absolutely loved working with him. I've been a fan of JR since like 2008 when I first discovered TYT. Their producer, Brett, absolutely love that brother. So many people over there that I have great respect and admiration for. So you might ask, why would I put this type of video together? Because
brother wants to get paid. It's that simple. Come on.
He's grifting off of other people.
Yeah. You're gonna trash them in hopes that you get paid. Stop it. At least be honest with me.
The channel's hurting. You bitches aren't paying.
Eagle, really? We're just gonna start throwing these motherfuckers in jail. Okay, I said I was gonna I was gonna keep the racism at bay. I'm gonna be a good boy. I have opinions, Eagle. I'm wondering if Brother Man wasn't in prison at one time, and that's where he got his education. Because Brother Man got an education, and I'm sorry. Look, I've told you guys a story about being in South Central LA and people hating my guts because I was a white man in their neighborhood. And every one of them motherfuckers that I talk to is more educated than this man right here. But hey, the fuck am I? I'm just a racist, fascist piece of garbage, according to this motherfucker. I don't want to play the game anymore. Fuck this game. And fuck the Mr. Black Man over here. Because he's going to sit there, he's going to say some racist shit, he's going to say some communist shit, he's going to put it out there, and he's going to do it all while he's trashing these people that he says he respects. Get the fuck out of my face. You want to get paid. I would at least respect you if you came right out and said, hey man, my last video got 500,000 views. You're damn right I'm going to ride that fucking train. I could respect that. Can't respect that.
This is what apparently is hot right now in some circles.
Yeah.
So why not just be like, I'm on that train too?
We watched Mr.
I'd be a fool not
Homosexual
to
last night. Mr. Homosexual couldn't just, just couldn't be a decent human being. He had to go trash these people. Look, you guys know how I feel about Taking Anna. I don't want to be here defending these assholes because their politics blow. But you got to give them credit for fucking maybe starting to wake up and having a conversation, which is more than Mr. Black Man here will do. Mr. Black Man doesn't want to have a conversation with someone that is a fascist. I'm a fascist because I voted for Donald Trump.
Oh, you asshole. Look at you over here thinking about yourself and not other comrades.
I think that's the first time you've ever called me an asshole. Wow. All these years, and she calls me. Wow.
Trying something new today. That's all.
The stream is over. We're done. I'm good with this. This is a perfect day. This is a perfect day. No, it felt right. It felt right.
I know a lot of people have not been able to pay as much attention to the details as we have. For the past 2 years in particular, I have personally observed the rightward shift away from the very principles and policies that made me admire the stance that they were taking at TYT at the time. I've seen a shift, not in the entire company, but in the two leaders, Cenk Uygur and Ana Kasparian, as you've seen in just the first few minutes of this video. And I have so many more examples to give you. I ask that you buckle up and give me your attention for as long as you can give it. If you need to come back and watch the rest of it, please do that, because I am going to make a case, and the case deserves and requires receipts. And this is what I'm going to tell you. Based on everything that I have seen, based on everything that I have observed, based on just the few receipts that I have in this video, I can confidently say without any hesitation, any reservation, and without any guilt that yes, you should leave TYT. You should unsubscribe from their channel. If you are a member, you should cancel your membership. Why? Because we are absolutely at a time in American history where we do not need people who ostensibly represent the left, people who ostensibly represent progressivism, and certainly don't need people who speak on behalf of Black issues only to start wavering at this point in history when we know without a shadow of a doubt who Donald Trump is, what MAGA is, what fascism is, and where we are on the scale of fascism, where we are in the progression towards a full totalitarian state that is at the service of MAGA and Donald Trump.
Well, sir, if your side is to be believed, we're going to put all your asses up against a wall and go pew, 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 pew. So maybe, just maybe, Chunky Boy and Anna saw the writing on the wall and said, we don't want to be the blood on the wall, and changed their stance. It's all a grift. It's fine. You should understand it. It happens. Also, this is what happens when you like treat people like celebrities and rock stars when they shouldn't be.
Well,
It's devastating when you learn who you're with.
It's also what happens when you continually treat people like pieces of garbage because they have a different viewpoint. And I've been streaming since the election going, we can do this. We can come together. No, we can't. I'm sorry. We can't come together with people like this. We can't, guys. I will say it right now. We can't come together. These people think we are the enemy. They think we are trash. They think we are dog shit on the fucking shoe of humanity. I be honest, don't want to be friends with these people. I don't want to have a conversation with these people because nothing is going to be gained. And I feel like I'm just, and again, you have me sticking up Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasperi, the two people I've absolutely just garbaged up on stream after stream after stream. I hate these fucking people. Everything they stand for, I'm against. But here I am. You know why? Again, because they will have that conversation. They will sit down with Mr. Black Man here and say, hey, let's talk this out. We can find some. I know you motherfuckers, 90% of the shit y'all believe, y'all will agree on that. It's the 10%. Anna, it took a hobo wiping his dick on Anna for her to fucking wake up. And you're pissed at her about it. Motherfucker. Someone walks up behind my wife and wipes their dick. Johnny going to jail that day. Probably not going to get out. And it's because I don't care what color he is. I don't care what he smells like. I don't care. Motherfucker is dying on that day. So the fact that Anna woke up and you're making her eat shit for it is you're a bad person. You are a bad person. I'm going to start saying that, Becca. I've been trying to avoid calling people bad people, but here we are. You're a bad person, dude.
He's
You
giving me a
suck.
kiss. You're right, Goat Man. Nacho, I grabbed that link you dropped and Spittle there. I don't know about the
Finally,
anti-commie laws. I'm sure there are
wow.
some. They probably won't enforce them because there's commies within our government. So it's hard to enforce something that you believe in.
Yeah.
Or
what?
I didn't say that right, but you know what I mean.
My pause game's on today.
We must have right now are media institutions that have no fear and no reservation calling out and standing up against MAGA instead of equivocating and instead of trying to convince themselves and others that maybe MAGA really isn't as bad as they literally say they are, as what they have outlined in Project 2025, as what they have stated they wanted to do to every marginalized group.
Nigga, please stop it.
Oh no.
Stop with the Project 2025. Stop it. Fuck.
Oh, okay. Luna, that's probably why I wasn't familiar.
In this country. So where do we begin? I want to begin with why it is so problematic that Anna Kasparian took a story that we on the left, we in progressive circles, as a matter of fact, mainstream media, even mainstream media did their due diligence to understand that the story of the Venezuelan gangs that had allegedly taken over an apartment complex in Aurora, Colorado, was not what right-wing media was saying it was. And here's the problem. It wasn't just right-wing media. It was.
Before Mr. Blackman continues, I have a question for Mr. Blackman. Did you talk to anybody from Aurora, Colorado?
No, he only watched media.
Because my wife talked to people from Aurora, Colorado, and everything that's about to come out of your fucking mouth is crap. Now, is the guy, I don't know if the property owner is a slumlord. Be honest, I don't fucking care. There are people that had guns shoved in their faces and were kicked out of their own goddamn apartments or chose to leave because they didn't want to get shot. It fucking happened. You motherfuckers want to sit there and say this. Even the mainstream media, the fuck out of my face. Mainstream media didn't want to talk about nothing. Did they send a reporter and go down there and talk to motherfuckers? No. You know what they did? They took the governor's fucking word for it and the mayor's word for it. Which is what I'm assuming you did, you dickhead. You didn't talk to any motherfucker. You didn't get on Facebook and go, hey, what are y'all talking about in Aurora, Colorado? No. You took what your progressive governor and mayor said, and you said, that's the gospel, and we're going to go trash Anna and Jake for reporting on this. You are a douchebag and a cunt. I didn't call him a nigger this time, Becca. I'm just saying.
Wasn't just MAGA that was pushing this narrative. It was Anna Kasparian on the platform of TYT, building up the fear and the xenophobia that was a fundamental cornerstone of Donald Trump's victory in 2024. Here is the misrepresentation of the truth by Anna Kasparian on the Young Turks.
Some video footage that shows armed men confronting a driver in the parking lot of the apartment complex. Let's put that up. So if you look closely at the kind of upper right-hand side, you see a car parked and you see individuals approaching that vehicle armed with guns. Luckily, in this case, the footage doesn't show anyone getting hurt or getting shot. But apparently, this particular apartment complex, according to some of the residents and former residents, has been riddled with all sorts of gang violence over the last year. But this incident has sparked a big debate, and I believe.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm listening to Anna Kasparian right now. My fucking every goddamn hair is standing up on me going, I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. I hate this bitch. Fuck.
I'm watching the way she talks and her facial expressions is pretty fucking entertaining.
That's because you're a sick individual, Becca.
Gaslighting about whether or not there is a problem with Venezuelan migrant gangs basically taking over apartment buildings. Or
why are you shaking your head, motherfucker?
Because this bitch just don't know. It's not gangs.
So it's not happening in Chicago and New York and
nope.
Other cities? It's not?
No. What are you talking about?
Oh, because Mr. Blackman told us. Okay, my bad.
Or causing violent crimes at these apartment buildings. And the local government can't seem to keep its facts straight or its story straight. After that, it appeared that the
right, Anna?
state and
Thank
local leaders kind of went into panic mode because they started to claim that there's no problem at all. What do you mean? This is a figment of your imagination. In fact, the governor, Jared Polis, claims that the allegations are a figment of your imagination. And Aurora's interim police chief said that the gangs had not taken over one of the complexes. Now, you, depending on what you're hearing different things. And whether or not this is a widespread problem in Aurora, Colorado remains to be.
Come on, Mr. Blackman. I know you got something to say. Give it to us. Want it. Tell me what's on your mind, motherfucker.
Seen. Let's be clear about that. But the issue of this Venezuelan gang carrying out violent acts and crimes in the area,
on my shit.
there seems to be a lot of evidence of that,
We need to
while
speed
the
this shit
Democratic
up.
lawmakers and leaders in the state and local level want to pretend like it's not happening at all.
I need you to check the framing before I even get to the evidence, because I want to show you evidence that proves that the entire narrative of the Venezuelan gangs that ostensibly took over an apartment complex was manufactured by a public relations firm that was hired by the slumlord landowner, that was hired by the slumlord landlord. If look at the screen.
Okay, let's say it's all true what this motherfucker is saying. What about the videos that were coming out of this fucking apartment complex? What about the lady that sat down with a couple of news organizations that weren't picked up by the mainstream media, that had gotten their ass kicked by these gang members? What about them? Are you gonna
It was all a major deep fake. None of it actually happened. And the slumlord paid these people to go out there and speak an untruth. Duh.
Oh, well, now I want my vote back for Donald Trump. I'm going to change it. I am going to become a Kamala bro.
Sorry, no take backs.
Right.
This is the condition of the neighborhood, of the apartment complex, that instead of addressing the slumlord hired a public relations firm to stir up anti-immigration sentiment and fear and xenophobia all over the country. And this was a story that you would hear from Fox News, Newsmax, OANN, all of the right-wing echo chamber. They were forwarding this narrative. And what was the truth of the matter? The truth of the matter was there was no gang that took over the apartment complex. It was a spin. It was a spin in order to protect a landlord who didn't want to take care of his property. But I want you to catch the framing of what she said. She framed, listen again. I got to play it. Listen again at how she framed it at the very end.
Venezuelan gang carrying out violent acts and crimes in the area. There seems to be a lot of evidence of that, while the Democratic lawmakers and leaders in the state and local level want to pretend like it's not happening at all.
The Democratic, listen.
Even
I'm listening.
Little Mr. Black Man, he getting frustrated. You need to relax, homie.
If you've been a part of my channel for any amount of time, you know that I carry one of the greatest and the most significant critiques.
Motherfucker, now that I found your channel, we will be dealing with you quite a bit. And I don't think you're going to be happy about it.
Of the Democratic Party as we know it today. I have no friends in the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party owes me no favors and I owe them nothing. But to have the
spit it out,
the largest progressive media outlet doing the literal work of right-wing conservatism, of xenophobia, of bigotry, and spreading misinformation and then framing it as a problem of the Democratic Party, when in reality...
Okay, little Mr. Black Man. Can we get back to what started the conversation? It was about the illegal immigration crime that was overtaking small towns and cities.
No, it's all fabricated.
And all that. It's all right-wing conspiracy. See, you need to stop. You need to stop it. Stop it.
He's educating me.
He's not going to address any of it, is he?
No.
It is a problem of a greedy landlord who was sophisticated enough to hire a public relations firm that can do the evil machinations of spinning a story that was the problem of the slumlord into being a problem of a Venezuelan gang. And Anna Kasparian did her part in spreading that narrative through progressive circles. And that xenophobia, that's exactly not just hers, but all of it combined. All of the millions of people who were scared by that same story is exactly why Donald Trump and Stephen Miller are preparing to deport not only brown immigrants, but to deport black immigrants, aided and abetted by T.Y.
Are they fucking illegal? Because if they're fucking illegal, yes, get them out. I don't care what color they are. I don't. You want to kick out a bunch of illegal white people? I'm down with that. I will hold the door open for you, motherfucker. And give me this, it's all about brown, black people. Fuck you. It's not. It's about the illegal fucking problem that this country has. We watched the goddamn president of the United States open the border. Literally sent people down to open the fucking border so we could watch these fuckers pour in.
Did you see the clip of the UK Prime Minister or former Prime Minister, whatever, coming out and saying that it was done intentionally and that it was an experiment?
No, but now I'm gonna have to go look that up
I have it.
because
For the-
I am looking at the president from Poland and I think it's the president from Hungary saying,
Mhm.
now we're done with this shit. We are done. I mean, look, these people have no interest in assimilating. These people have no interest in becoming productive citizens. We don't want them anymore. Get them the fuck out. And I'm sitting there, well, they're racist. No, they're not. Because they're still taking immigrants in that share a culture, that are willing to become Polish citizens and Hungarian citizens. I don't really think it's too much to ask for. If you want to come to the country, learn the fucking language. Bring your culture with you, yes, but you need to assimilate into ours. I don't think that's too much to ask for. I really don't. But here we are. Mr. Black Man is going to call me a racist because I don't want 12 million people crossing my border in less than 4 years.
I thought he already did that, Nick. And then we had to buy something got overturned in a court, and Biden had to rebuy some of those materials that he already sold.
And now he's selling them again. Again, we watched motherfuckers send a goddamn forklift down to take Texas's barbed wire down.
Uh-huh.
We watched them file lawsuit after fucking lawsuit every time. I mean, Greg Abbott, we're no fans of Greg Abbott here on this fucking channel.
Mm-mm.
But we had to give the man some credit for trying to stand up to the federal government. Because you got a federal
funny.
government that, what? Becca, you broke Becca. I don't know which one of you did it, but god damn it, stop it.
You
I hate
did
it when
it
kids
because you
happy.
said he was trying to stand up and the motherfucker's paralyzed for
Oh,
like a
shit.
down.
Oh, bad Johnny. God damn it. Bad Johnny. Bad Johnny.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Bad Johnny. But what does our federal government do? They file lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit to prevent Texas from enforcing its fucking laws and its border.
Mm-hmm.
That's what these fucks support. I am listening to a governor who has run this fucking state into debt, talking about how he is gearing up for lawsuit after fucking lawsuit when Donald Trump takes office. And I'm like, bitch, we can't afford it. Stop. Oh, well, we're going to tax your gas 65 more cents. Oh, thank you. You piece of shit. And this is what these fucks support. And you're pissed. And again, you still haven't dealt with what we're talking about, which is illegal immigration and the fucking crime that comes with it. Because don't fucking tell me it's not happening. We're watching it in New York City. We're watching it in Chicago. Mr. Black Man, I went through your channel. You are more than willing to sit there and bash everybody and their mother. You're willing to call everybody racist. But why aren't you talking about the fucking crime rate on the south side of Chicago and in Baltimore and in New York and in LA and Oakland? Why aren't you talking about that? Those are, according to you, your people that are getting slaughtered by your people. Why don't you want to talk about that? No, I'm going to go on. I'm going to fucking complain about Anna Kasparian and fat ass over here. I just want some principles here, and I'm not fine. I'm never going to find it, Becca. I'm going to start cutting up and not sideways.
IT, yes. you should cancel your membership. Yes, you should unsubscribe. Yes, you should walk away from TYT until they get their act together. Let's keep going. The next problem that I have is exactly what Mayor Mondale Robinson said on this channel a few nights ago. He said that when you go out of your way to try to convince everyone to give MAGA the benefit of the doubt, they're not really as bad as they say they are. They're not really as bad as their policies dictate that they're going to be. In actuality, if you get to know them one-on-one, some of them are really nice people. The insidiousness of that technique suggests that you should accept MAGA based on individual.
Okay, Mr. Blackman, I gotta give you credit. You like to use some big fucking words. I give you this. I will give you this. You are using scary words. And there, I'm sure, some stupid fucks out there that are buying into every goddamn thing. Your education has paid off, sir. Well done.
Individual personality and ignore the collective intention of harm.
Again, can I ask a question here? He's talking
Yes.
about the insidiousness. We are the insidiousness, Becca. What? I just want one example of how we are insidious human beings.
We voted for the wrong one.
Is that really it? Okay, so we vote. Okay, so we are. Yeah, yes. We're trash. We're trash. We're trash. But what has Donald Trump said he's going to do that has so offended this man? What makes him think that the tanks are going to roll? Because I'm assuming he believes that shit too. The mainstream media that you have dispelled from the get-go is the same mainstream media that you get your goddamn talking points from. I just want one of them. I want one example of what Donald Trump has said that has you so offended and has you so scared. Which I don't think you're scared and I don't think you're offended. I think you're rubbing your hands together like a filthy Jew expecting to get paid.
Damn.
I didn't call him a nigger.
Yes.
But that's what I see right here. It is every stereotypical cartoon I've ever seen of a Jew. That's you right now, homie, rubbing your hands together, knowing that for the next 4 years, you're going to be able to fucking stand up and yell and scream about all these fascists and all these fucking Nazis, knowing that you're going to get paid. Every one of you motherfuckers that has sat there and bitched and whined and cried since Donald Trump got elected, I ain't buying a goddamn word a year. We are going to die. You don't believe that shit.
I think he's like on number 4 or 5.
See, Luna, thank you.
Don't restart his counter.
You're my brother.
It's like
Luna's
4
my
or
brother.
5.
So, Mr. Blackman, he is Vosh, all these fuckers that are like, oh, the world is coming to an end. They don't believe it. They don't believe it for a fucking second. But they do know that the more that they scream fascist and Donald Trump racist, there are some dumb motherfuckers that are going to throw money at them. And they fucking know it. So don't sit there and tell me that it's all about, I'm fighting the good. I'm pushing back on power. Get the fuck out of my face. You rubbing your hands together. It's like the 1933 cartoon that Adolf Hitler played for everybody trying to convince. I'm going to stop before I get the channel taken down.
That this group, MAGA, Donald Trump, Make America Great Again, what they intend on doing, not only to immigrants, not only to migrants, not only to asylum seekers, but to black people, to women, to the LGBTQIA community, to the entirety of democracy. You want us to sit back, Anna Kasparian, and because your neighbor, who was a Donald Trump supporter.
Again, I just want one example of what he's going to do to the black man. I said, just give me one. That's it.
He's gonna put them back in chains.
But he didn't do it the first time, so he's a failure. He sucks at his job.
He got distracted.
Was nice to you? That's the anecdote by which we should reevaluate our entire assessment of who and what MAGA says they are? The absurdity of it all. Listen in.
Again, just one example of what MAGA says.
And so I'm like trying to get his bicycle like up the stairs, and all of a sudden this man stops me. His name's Jeff, and he's like, "Hey, let me help you out with that." And he starts helping me out. He stopped everything he was doing to help me out. And then Jeff and I became very close. You know, one of my neighbors who I really like, he was my favorite person in the entire building. And years go by. One day we're in an HOA meeting. homeowners association, and one of the people living in the building said something about Trump that was negative. I don't remember what it is. And Jeff whispers in my ear, "Oh, she's going to start trashing Trump. I'm out of here." And it hit me that he's a Trump supporter. We had never talked about politics before. And I'm like, so I got to know Jeff before I knew what his politics
Where'd
were.
you go, Mr. Black
Incredibly
Man?
kind guy.
Don't
He
you run
helps
away on
everyone
us
in this
now.
building with anything they might need. And so that woke me up to, wait a minute, not all Trump supporters are like dangerous, evil individuals. And yes, it was stupid that I thought that to begin with. Like, I'm embarrassed admitting that, but it's just how I believed. And
you know what? God damn it, Anna. Good on you. I need to go throw up now that I've said that, but good on you. God damn it. That's all any of us have ever asked. It's just figure out if we're an asshole before you call us an asshole. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm asking for. If you're going to call me an asshole, at least make sure I've done something to warrant that. Becca just called me an asshole a few minutes ago. Take great pride in that shit. Yes. Good job, Becca.
that kind of was one of the moments where like a light bulb went off and something was telling me, you need to scratch beneath the surface a little more because you don't have a realistic view of what's going on here.
One anecdote, and Anna is ready to completely dismiss her entire framing of the world. Now,
yeah, because she realized she was wrong.
And it wasn't just one experience, you piece of shit. It was experience after experience over years. Did you miss the part where she said years?
It all counts as one.
Again, man, I don't want this to be about race. This is about race because Mr. Black Man, he's all high and mighty, and it's not about race. I don't want to play the game anymore. Mr. Black Man, you're not even being honest with us. And that's what kind of kills me. You just showed me a video where the bitch says it happened over years, but it was one anecdote, one experience. Get the fuck out of here. That's not what she said, but yet that's what you're going to frame it as. You're a piece of shit. This is why nobody likes you, Mr. Black Man.
That's her personal prerogative. If that's what makes her change her mind about everything that she has ever said, that's her business. But for those of us who don't use politics for a career or commentary as a career, but we do this because it is our passion, and we do this because it is a matter of life and death for many of us. We do this because the issues matter to us. We have already measured our decisions. We've already weighed these things in the balance. We know what it means. When I know exactly what it means when I say what I say about MAGA and what they represent and what they intend on doing. And so even if this anecdote is 100% absolutely true, it really goes to show you the lack of depth that is involved in the core leadership. The captain and the co-captain. The co-captain has not even thought her politics through enough to be able to survive one friendly encounter with someone from MAGA.
Oh my gosh. To survive.
Here we go. You dumb nigger.
Oh.
That's one. God damn it. You just fucking showed us. It wasn't one experience. Again, Mr. Black Man, you're educated. You're an educated man. I would hope you go out in public and you associate with other people that don't look like you. You know why? Because it's actually a joyous thing to be around other people that don't look like you, don't think like you. You can learn things from other people. Mr.
He
Black
doesn't want to learn things. He wants to teach things.
Well, he sucks as a teacher. I want my money back. I want my money back, Mr. Black Man, because you suck as a teacher. Again, you just contradicted yourself. And I'm supposed to take you seriously. Again, that's what all these motherfuckers do. Becca, I'm not going to make 60 because of these pieces of shit. My heart's going to go, no, I'm done. No, we can't keep doing this.
And while I was at TYT, I absolutely did love the way that they spoke about racial issues. I won't front on that. I can't pretend on that. They absolutely, when they were on air, when I was there and when I was on air, they seemed to have all of the right talking points as it pertains to justice. But I want to play this clip again that I played at the very beginning because I didn't say anything about it at the very beginning, but I want you to listen to what Anna Kasparian says here.
Happy with me and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are great. I love criminals. We should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work. And that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and
if that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I
Where'd you go, Mr. Black Man?
Criminals are great unless they're white.
Come
if they're
back.
white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay, anyways, so I know, how dare we be principled? We should be unfair to the right. I know. We should be unfair to fellow Americans. I know. So
yes, because as we all know, Anna Kasparian, the real problem in the United States of America is the fact that people have not been fair to white criminals or to white people. And not to mention right wingers, because America has been cruel.
How the what?
Hi, Zed. Hi, Shrapnel.
Hi, Shrapnel. Hi, Zed. How y'all doing? Where did Anna say anything about white criminals? What's it got to do with white? How about just criminals in general, Mr. Black Man? Can we just throw them all in jail? That's what I want. I don't care what color their skin is. Of course, you're going to assume I'm talking about the black man. Look, it's hard to see. And listen, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask the same question that Adonis Paul asks every goddamn week. How come week after week after week after week after week after week, we aren't seeing videos of white kids raiding the Foot Locker or the Best Buy or whatever? How come we're not seeing brown kids or Chinese kids? You know why? Because it's a bunch of black kids that are doing it every fucking week. And after a while, you start to notice a pattern. Is it because I'm racist? No, but I'm like, oh, shit. Wasn't it just last week we watched a group of black kids go and raid a fucking liquor store? Wasn't it the week before that they were hitting the goddamn Best Buy? The week before that, they're hitting the goddamn shoe store? And as they're walking by cameras, they're going, we're getting our reparations. Mr. Black Man, there ain't a bunch of white kids out there getting their reparations. And I'm not saying that there aren't kids out there doing it that are white. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the majority of your community is accepting to what we are saying on a weekly basis. You ain't saying a fucking word about it. Again, why aren't you talking about the 100 shootings in Chicago? Why aren't you talking about the fucking prostitutes that are walking through Oakland neighborhoods that Oakland has made legal? Why aren't you talking about that garbage? It has nothing to do with race, but yet here we are. This is the white criminals we're talking about. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not gonna call him a nigger, Becca.
To right wingers. And the biggest problem is that we just don't show compassion enough. We don't show patience enough. We are not kind enough. We're not thoughtful enough to really consider the plight of white people, Anna Kasparian, or right wingers. Those are the groups who have a problem in the United States of America.
Okay. All I heard was, I'm racist.
Oh, great. You made Becca pull out her retard voice. Good job, Mr. Black Man.
And another thing, the last thing that we need in progressive spaces are
Okay.
individuals who take not only their name and their reputation that they built off of your dollars, off of your subscriptions, off of your memberships, and take that to right-wing media. And in order to make nice with them, in order to cozy up with them, they get on there and they trash the left. They trash progressivism. They trash Democrats, which I don't care too much about. But what Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur are trying to do is they're trying to present themselves as the reasonable people who can be okay with anti-immigration rhetoric, the reasonable people who in a moment of exasperation can be okay with the white grievance complex and with the idea that right-wingers are oppressed in this country. The last thing we need are...
I just need a break from him. Goddamn. The immigration rhetoric, homie, it's about the illegal immigration of fucking millions of people that have us pissed off. Again, I don't care what fucking color skin they are. I don't. How this is a race thing, Did you ever think that maybe your progressive ideals are crap? and they're fucking this country up. And there are a lot of us that are just done with this shit. We want our country back. Do I want to see black people getting whipped on plantations? No. I have too many friends that would end up on a plantation getting whipped. Motherfucker, that's not what anybody wants. We want to be able to walk down the street. I want my wife to be able to go to the grocery store and not worry about her purse getting lifted or her car getting broken into. Because right now, motherfucker, that's where we're at. And I watched this shit back in the 70s and 80s. I knew more about the fucking crime statistics in New York than I did at the local city I was living in. You know why? Because it was on the nightly news. I don't want to go back to that. I don't. But your ideals and your progressivism, that's where we're going to be. That's all we want. Do we want you fuckers back in chains? No. I want you to succeed for the next 4 years calling Donald Trump a fascist. Because it's going to give me 4 years of content to bring here and to toxify my shit up with. And hopefully I can get over calling you a dumb nigger. I don't think that's going to happen, but I can grow as a human being. Maybe.
That's not allowed.
That's
People who are going to go into the spaces of our rivals. You might not want to call them enemies, but they view us as enemies. You might not want to consider them rivals, but they view us as rivals. And we simply cannot have the
You're okay. I will take that back. You're right. I see you as an enemy of my country. I do. Because you want this country to burn. You don't want to be nice. You don't want to be my friend. You've already judged me because of my skin color, because of who I voted for. That's what you have based your opinion on me without me saying a fucking word. And you know what? I don't want to be your friend because you are a bad person. And you're a racist. I didn't call him a dumb nigger, Becca.
The largest progressive media platform in the country be one that is more interested in making nice with people like Glenn Beck and Pierce Morgan than they are with the left, than they are with progressives, than they are with the very people that Anna Kasparian is talking bad about in this clip.
This is a small but incredibly loud and influential faction of the Democratic Party. This is not indicative of all Democrats. This is not indicative of all Democratic lawmakers. This is a small group of activists who like to bully, who like to go to city council meetings, who like to go to various rallies.
Oh no, don't go to a city council meeting. I have to pause. She's not done yet. But how ridiculous is that statement, especially when we have just come through 4 years of Republicans, MAGA, QAnoners, flooding and disrupting school board proceedings, city council meetings. And why did they do it? During COVID, they did it because they didn't want to wear a mask. Why do they do it? They do it now because they don't want any school to teach critical race theory. But Anna wants to use the fact that
my gosh.
I'm not calling him a dumb nigger.
maybe she's seen a handful of leftists go to these meetings. The fact of the matter is that we need somebody who is going to aggressively organize to make sure we show up at more meetings. We need to be at every school board meeting. We need to be at every city council meeting. Why? Because number one, conservatives are there and they're using that show of force to make sure that they get their agenda done. But that's not what Anna Kasparian wants from us. She wants us to play nice with people who she can't even admit are fascists.
This is a small group of activists who like to bully, who like to go to city council meetings, who like to go to various rallies and essentially be loud, be threatening, be aggressive until they get their way. And for far too long, the Democratic Party has been terrified of these little mobs of people, these little mobs of activists, and have basically just carried out what these activists want. And I just think that they need to be a little smarter than falling prey to the whims of various activist groups because they are not representative of the majority of Americans.
They are not representative of the majority of Americans. So what does that mean, Anna? Does that mean that we who are not in the majority, we who are in the minority, we must succumb to the whims of the majority, the tyranny of the majority? If we, what does that mean? Because
it means that you guys are all acting like fucking jackasses, and she's asking people not to judge you as a whole based off of the minority, you dumb fuck.
Okay, guys, she didn't call him a dumb nigger. We're good.
Because the masses believe something. The masses believe that climate change is a hoax. Should we succumb to the whim of the
No, I'm just
masses
gonna let
that
it
believe
go.
that
I'm
climate
just
change
gonna
is a
let it
hoax?
go.
The
Just
masses in the United States of
fuck.
America thought that the economy was doing bad before Donald Trump got reelected. As soon as Donald Trump got reelected and has not even been inaugurated yet, all of a sudden they think the economy is doing great. Should we succumb to the whim?
Is that really what's
Who the
happening?
fuck is he talking to?
His dumb audience?
I have not seen anybody come out and say, "No, the economy's great now that Donald Trump is the president-elect." I haven't seen it. Maybe and I go through a lot of. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But
The only thing I've seen is Biden's account tweeting out how great Bidenomics is, and Trump is going to be oh so lucky to inherit it. That's it.
yeah, that I've seen, and I'm like, God, I hope it doesn't keep going for another 4 years because my bank account can't fucking afford it. I will be living in my goddamn Cadillac. Thank God I own a Cadillac because, well, I can at least sleep in it.
The
You're
best
making shit up,
economy
Mr.
ever.
Black Man. You're making shit up. Stop.
Whims of the majority? Is the majority always right? No, that's number one. But number two, I guarantee you that there are more Americans who agree with us than agree with you, than agree with MAGA. And the problem is that we have suffered.
Yeah,
Didn't we
because
just
that's
have an-
exactly what the votes reflect.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't we just have an election that says you are full of shit? There are more people that agree with you than okay. How come Donald Trump's president-elect? You dickhead. How do you go on a goddamn? How do you do this? I
Very carefully.
take a great deal of pride in being as honest as I can fucking be. I cannot imagine sitting there contradicting myself, knowingly lie. And look, we may only get 2 people, we may get 5, we may get 15. But I would feel like a piece of human garbage if I came on here and lied through my fucking teeth to these people. I feel bad when I find out that I fucked up and got something wrong. It's like, oh shit, I got to fire streamer to apologize to these people because what I said last night, turns out that's not the way it is. This motherfucker is sitting here making shit up. I feel like he's making shit up as he goes, but I know he scripted this. This is all scripted bullshit. And he's sitting there and it's like, how do you do this? Fuck!
Over the last 4 years underneath a regime, a media regime that has relentlessly manufactured consent. What do I mean? Everywhere you turn, the algorithm is bringing you a right winger. Everywhere you turn, your next video up on YouTube is someone from the conservative movement. Everywhere you turn.
Okay, hold on, Mr. Black Man. Let's go take a look at my recommended. CNN Majority Report. Chris Rock. That's a local Fox station. All right, there's one. I don't know about some of these other guys. I got you, Mr. Black Man. I got the Majority Report again, Mr. Black Man. It doesn't. Again, I think you're lying. I think you're lying.
On Fox News. Fox News is on in your gym. Fox News is on at the bar. Fox News is on at the military base. Everywhere we have turned in this.
Well, in all fairness, Fox News does hire some pretty hot chicks to be on camera. I'm just saying.
Country for the last 4 years, we have
Now I'm a male chauvinist pig, Becca. Thank you very
been
much.
I wasn't
inundated
gonna say
with
it.
right-wing propaganda. And so, of course, it looks like the majority is going with the right-wing agenda. But even if the majority goes that way, we need progressive media that will hold the line and not say if we can't beat them, join them. Now, I need to pause. There's more video. There's more examples of why I'm getting ready to say exactly what I need to pause and tell you. If the leaders of TYT
Just
no longer
bring it,
reflect
my
your values,
African
you absolutely
homie.
have the right, and you very well should cancel your membership. You should unsubscribe from their channels. You should unfollow them off of social media, and then do what? Pour your energy as well as your resources into actual progressives. TYT will be just fine. Let them get the money they need from MAGA.
You are such a piece of garbage.
Give
You're
me
such a
money.
piece of garbage. God
I'm here
damn.
to get paid.
God damn it.
If they want to cozy up to MAGA, let MAGA pay for all of their equipment. Let MAGA pay for all of their salaries. Let MAGA pay for their studio, even though that studio has already been paid for now, not only by subscribers, but also by Polymarket. We'll get to that in a minute. But the last thing that we need is for a media company that is going towards MAGA to be funded by anyone who is remotely liberal, anyone who's remotely progressive, certainly no one who is a leftist, and absolutely no one who is black. Why? Because we know the agenda of MAGA is anti-black, it is anti-progressive, it is anti-democratic, and I don't mean Democratic Party, I mean small d democracy. They are anti-democratic, and we do not need our resources going there. And if TYT continues to go in the direction that Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur are taking them, then that is going to be a subscriber base that they will slowly but surely be indoctrinating with misinformation, misrepresentations, mixed in with some good politics, mixed in with.
Okay, I don't mean this to sound racist, but it's going to sound racist because Mr. Blackman, that's all he sees is race. Boy, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black, I'm just saying. Didn't call him a dumb nigger, Becca.
With some good segments. But then here comes the anti-immigrant narrative. Here comes, oh, woe is me, white folk narrative from Anna Kasparian. Oh, here comes, oh, woe is me, the right-wingers are misunderstood, Cenk Uygur narrative. No. Take your subscription somewhere where you can trust. And I don't want you to think that I'm here to just promote myself. No, I'm here to promote my entire crew. I'm here to promote everybody I know down for the cause. I'm here to promote my sister Tabitha Speaks Politics. Go subscribe to her channel. Become a patron of hers.
Oh, good. Another channel I can go watch. Fuck, I hate my life. Yes, give me a list, homie.
Become a member of her setup. Go over there and support the Majority Report with Sam Cedar. That's absolutely good ground to sow into. Go over there and subscribe.
Do I have to listen to them? I can't listen to them. I can watch the little redheaded girl. She's kind of stupid, but I can't listen. Roland fucking Martin, are you fucking kidding me?
He's not. He's serial.
Where the fuck is Bloody? Because I think Bloody's head would have just exploded on this one. God damn.
Subscribe to Roland Martin Unfiltered. Absolutely the truth when it comes to black politics. Go over there and subscribe to Ole Olurin, an absolutely phenomenal progressive and black voice. Go over there and subscribe to those two dope white boys, Silly and Billy, over there at the Vanguard. Politics on lock. Their perspectives on white supremacy on lock. Their perspective on progressive politics on lock. Go subscribe to them. Go over there and subscribe to my sister, Rebecca Azor, one of the absolute best voices in this political commentary game. Go over there and subscribe to my brothers at Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, Mayor Mundell Robinson, Marcus Farrell, and yours truly, Benjamin Dixon. And while you're at it, subscribe to this channel, The Benjamin Dixon Show, where I bring you not only my voice, but I bring you the voice of Dr. Carl Mack, who holds it down, one of the most prolific historians of black history ever. Our Saturday morning show, Like It or Not, with Rebecca Azor and DJ Exclusive, right here on The Benjamin Dixon Show. Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. I go over there, they come over here on The Benjamin Dixon Show. So yes, take your subscriptions, and until such time that TYT corrects the direction of their leaders, and if their leaders are so stubborn as they cannot see the damage that they are doing to the movement that we absolutely need in this moment more than ever, then you have the absolute right to revoke your membership. You have the absolute right to cancel your membership, to unsubscribe, and support the voices that are going to be in this fight. That's what this is about. There is a fight happening right now. And the last thing we need is a media outlet that is benefiting from the millions of dollars.
Right there in that screenshot, it says they have 6.08 million subscribers. They're down to 6.07.
Oh, Mr. Blackman must have changed some minds.
Oh, they took a hit? What? No.
Mr. Blackman, part of the election was about we're tired of fighting. We're tired of fighting with each other. Both sides are fatigued from all this bullshit that you are spewing. You want to keep driving that wedge. You want to keep fucking twisting. You want to keep slapping that exposed nerve. Mr. Blackman, we're tired. We're tired. We just want to get on with life. We just want to enjoy life, but we can't because of people like you. Not because you're a black man, but because you are a dishonest, grifting piece of shit
You're a
who will
bit
judge
retarded.
you will judge other black folks as being traitors, race traitors, because they don't fucking agree with you, and you are a garbage human being for thinking like that. And I fucking hate you, and you are kind. You're right. You guys were right a month ago. I can't make nice with these motherfuckers.
Tens of millions of dollars that have been poured into them over the past 20 years, now all of a sudden going to the right. Don't believe me? Let's watch more.
Here,
Let's watch more.
on Twitter. Tons of right wingers follow me. Say, why do they follow me? They hate me. They in the past, they just hated me with a burning passion, trolling like crazy. They love to troll, right? It's like the most toxic place on earth was my Twitter.
Becca, do you follow Cenk Uygur?
I believe I do. If not, I see a lot of his shit.
Yeah, I used to follow you, Cenk. I hate followed you. Yeah, I did. I did. Is it? Yeah, it's some toxic shit in your threads, buddy.
Mentions. So, but what's happened recently, and you can go and look for yourself, is all of a sudden a bunch of them are like, well, he is honest about the Democrats, and I didn't know Trump was going to lower the corporate taxes again. See, when you're honest, people trust you, right? When you earn that trust, then you get them to open their minds.
Okay, now I got to go throw up again because Cenk, you've never been honest, you fuckbag. Stop it.
They don't want another corporate tax cut. The Republicans, they're the voters. They're populists, right? They're like, you're going to give another handy to the corporations? So if you can just get them past the wall of lies, you can actually say things that are super important.
Cenk, I love you, brother. But if you think that you can convince a person in MAGA who has built their entire worldview off of false premises, off of lies, off of intentional obtuseness, off of revising history, who happily seek the propaganda.
You mean revising history like we didn't land on Plymouth Rock landed on us? That kind of revisionist history, you piece of shit.
In fact, if you are foolish enough to believe that MAGA, who demands the propaganda, why do you think Fox News ratings went down and OANN's ratings and Newsmax ratings went up? Because Newsmax gave them the propaganda that they craved. This isn't Big Brother in 1984 where it's a top-down administration of propaganda. This is a bottom-up. The masses of MAGA are demanding the misinformation.
You know what's scary? I can agree with that statement. This is like 1984. The shit I've seen the media do, that's the shit that, we read about that shit in fucking school when we read 1984. Motherfucker, I can agree with that statement too. You're wrong though. You're fucking wrong. You are fucking wrong. See, you're okay. You're okay when it's the Biden administration and the Biden controlled FBI and the Biden controlled CIA. You are okay when it's the Biden controlled intelligence agencies that are going into our social media and spying on us and telling social media what we can and can't think. You're okay when it's your fucking president doing it. Again, Mr. Black Man, you are a stupid motherfucker. Because the corruption you're complaining is coming your way is the corruption you've been fucking supporting for the last 4 fucking years. Tell me why stream after stream of mine went down, of my sons, of Becca's, because we said COVID. Oh,
nah, that never happened.
You don't want to answer that question. Mr. Black Man, all we were trying to do was ask questions. We couldn't even get the goddamn question out before we would get shut down. Fuck you. I watched Irate Prostate fucking stream go down. Irate had no fucking clue why. We were all sitting there going, the fuck did he say? He goes back and he watches and he had mentioned something about the COVID lockdown. His fucking channel was gone. We all had to go over to Twitch. And he wasn't even going to talk about COVID. And the thing was, had you just let Irate do what Irate was going to do, you wouldn't have pissed the man off. That man was pissed and he was out for fucking blood after that. Again, motherfucker, all we want to do is ask some questions. I want to ask Chunk Boy here questions. want to talk to Anna Kasparian and ask her questions. But according to you, I can't do it because I'm a fascist. I mean, they shouldn't talk to me because I'm a fascist. Fuck you. I just want to ask questions. Because we, as a population of human beings, will learn more from motherfuckers we disagree with than we will ever learn from the echo chamber you immerse yourself in. It's really that fucking simple. The reason I can sit here and go, Mr. Black Man, you ain't as educated as you think you are. Your side isn't as educated as you. Y'all use these beautiful, fancy words. It's great. Yes, us stupid white people understand what those words mean. And you know what us stupid white people will do if you use a word we don't understand or we don't know the definition to? We'll go look it up. I have looked up a few words that have come out of Vosh's mouth, and I still think half of them are made up because I couldn't find the motherfuckers in the dictionary. Mr. Blackman, can't we just have a conversation? Can't we have a government that is run for the people, that isn't spying on us, that isn't telling us what to think? I read a fucking headline that we have a quad vid coming our direction, and I'm like, don't you dare start this shit again. Well, there are 4 different diseases you need to worry about, and I'm pretty much a figure on January 20th is when they're all going to hit at the same time.
At the same time, that's kinky.
Yeah. But that's what the machine likes to do, keep us off balance. Mr. Blackman, why aren't you talking about that? Why aren't you talking about the corruption within your own government? Because right now it's fucking working for you. And I would ask again, is it though? Crime has gone up. Legal immigration has gone up. Everybody's bank account is fucking empty. Goddamn credit card bills are outrageous. Mr. Blackman, it ain't working for you either. Why can't you be honest with us and admit that? I'm not calling him a dumb nigger, Becca.
But this is how they convince themselves that TYT, in particular, Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, this is how they convince themselves that they are morally superior to the rest of us because they give MAGA the benefit of the doubt. There have been people throughout history that have given an enemy the benefit of the doubt. Chamberlain gave Hitler the benefit of the doubt, and we see how that worked out for him. But it makes them feel good about themselves. Listen to Anna Kasparian now as she...
Can't we go to Stalin or Mao one of these days? Can't we change this story up a little bit? I'd just like different once in a while.
Their people aren't educated enough to know who those people are. And they don't have time for a history lesson, so they got to stick with what they know.
Yeah, they're still trying to get out from under Plymouth Rock. That's right. Okay. Shit, I miss irate. You ain't fucking... You're not the only one, man.
She grovels before Glenn Beck. In order to establish herself firmly in the right-wing movement. Listen to me.
Be honest about my own flaws and my own mistakes because I bought the mainstream media narrative that there wasn't a migrant crisis.
Really?
And yeah, I did believe it. I believe because, look, I was an idiot because, I mean, who do you trust in today's media landscape, right? There's a lot of liars out there.
Yeah,
and when it comes to mainstream media, the fact of the matter is they do play defense more and more for the Democratic Party. And that's an issue because there was a time when that didn't happen.
Don't you dare shake your head.
I still believed in their good faith reporting, even though it turns out, a lot of these reports would omit really important details about what's really going on. And so...
I gotta pause there.
Thank you.
To say that to someone like Glenn Beck, who has built his entire career, not just Glenn Beck, Fox News, the entirety of the right-wing echo chamber, you're going to grovel before them and say that it is the mainstream. First of all, Glenn Beck and Fox News and right-wing media is mainstream media. See, this is why people are frustrated with TYT, and this is why I'm putting Anna Kasparian and Cenk Uygur. This is why I'm putting this video together, because you need to be able to see it for yourself in one place, hear it from their mouths. The absolute absurdity that they are insisting makes them morally superior to.
Mr. Blackman, she was talking about illegal immigration, how it's a fucking problem, and she was getting her talking points from the mainstream media, and you just sat there and shook your head. No, it's not like that. Okay, Mr. Blackman, explain to me how it is, because what you're telling me it's all bullshit. What is coming out of your mouth is all bullshit. It's all fucking lies. And don't get me wrong, I know it galls you that fat white man has built a goddamn empire and you can't.
To the rest of us. Continue listening.
And so it wasn't until Texas Governor Greg Abbott started busing or sending migrants to blue cities where that woke me up. That woke a lot of people up. And suddenly,
why are you shaking your head, Mr. Black Man?
Why did that wake you up?
Well, because all of a sudden you're seeing migrants sleeping on the floor in the police department in Chicago because they don't have shelter for these people.
Why is he shaking his head?
Because how dare she acknowledge what was actually happening? And I'm pretty sure, no, I'm not pretty sure. I want to say that he is about to point out that it was a manufactured thing by MAGA, that these were all paid actors and taking advantage of those who have hearts and compassion for other people and just taking all their homeless people, not migrants, homeless people off the streets and shipping them to their cities and overwhelming them and making things harder for the Black man.
I hate you so much right now.
People.
Oh my gosh. Anna, number one, to give credence to a creature like Greg Abbott, a man who was so close to death that he certainly should not be playing with God the way that he plays with him. But a man who pulled a political stunt and sent hundreds, thousands of migrants to cities that, yes, were unprepared for them because they're thousands of miles away from the border, hundreds of miles away.
Mr. Black Man, was Texas prepared for thousands upon thousands to enter daily?
Well, you see, we're a border state, so this is our common state of existence. So, of course, we're prepared.
Okay, he keeps calling them migrants. They're illegal aliens, you piece of shit.
No, they're definitely migrants.
No. I'm gonna be good.
And they are not prepared with shelters, even though the state of Texas, even though the border states get resources to be prepared. It was a political stunt to do exactly what it did.
Mr. Black Man, how do you prepare for 12 million people in 3 years?
Well, you see, that's not actually the number. It was like 500 people. That's all.
A minute? Yes, I believe that.
No. Throughout the whole year, everybody else were just political refugees. Asylum seekers, if you will.
I hate you. You have learned how to play this game
To
well.
create chaos in cities that were not prepared for it. And you give credit to Greg Abbott out of Texas? Are you people seeing what's going on here? If you see what's going on here, please put a comment in the...
Okay, I'm about to say something, and no, it's not racist. Mr. Black Man, you seem to get offended that Anna's calling a spade a spade. Again, you are telling me I need to stop believing my lying eyes. Mr. Black Man, I live in California. My eyes have been open this whole fucking time and been asking questions about illegal aliens my entire goddamn life. The fact that the rest of the country has taken 54 fucking years has finally caught up to me. Mr. Black Man, I can't disbelieve my lying eyes anymore. They're wide fucking open. Now what? You're still gonna sit there and lie to me about this?
Ugh. You can't claim that your eyes have been open if you listen to Fox News, because we know you're a white man, and that's what you listen to.
I'm shocked. Yeah, I may have called a homosexual a faggot a few times last night.
Today he's moved on from that vocabulary word onto the N-word, but he's trying really hard not to use it.
Moonshock, I am being very good about not calling this man a dumb nigger. All right? All right? I'm trying here. I'm trying to be a better person.
If you see what's going on here, please share the video. Please hit the subscribe button because this is absolutely absurd.
I'm
How
sharing
would
the video. I
real
don't think
leftist
you're
and a
going to be happy
progressive
with
media
the product.
organization critique the migrant quote-unquote crisis? Number one, we would not buy into the false
Quote,
narratives of Republicans.
unquote, the fiber of my being is stopping. When can we call it a crisis, Mr. Blackman?
Never.
How many more of these motherfuckers do we have to bring into our country and pay for
All
before
of
it's
them.
a fucking hate you, Becca.
Republicans and MAGA who don't ever bring up the fact that the reason there is a migrant crisis at the border
Ah.
is
I thought there
expressly because
wasn't.
of American foreign policy.
No.
A progressive
no,
media company
no.
would certainly never take the narrative, the political stunt of Greg Abbott and use that as justification of why you are now becoming anti-immigrant. But
Nope. He just said there was no crisis and then said there is a crisis and we're to blame because, you know, we go into other countries and just take their resources and do stupid shit. You can't have it both ways. I was with you all the way up until that point. I'm sorry. You can't have it both ways.
Really?
And in the same sentence, it's not a crisis. They call it a crisis. And then turn around and said, the reason why there's a crisis. Sorry, either it is or it isn't. Please pick one so I know how to cheer you on. I want to be your white knight. You make it so hard.
Hey, I take every nice thing I said Friday night about loving you and you making me a better man and all that. I take it all back. Fuck you. You hurt my brain.
Bonsaco, look,
You hurt my brain when you do this.
Look, I know and understand I am one small white woman and I have done my work with you. And it's time for me to spread that onto someone else.
Why do I feel like you're spreading herpes to humanity right now? Fuck.
Look, the doctor said it's curable with one shot. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
And we would look and say, why? Why is it that there are flows of migrants coming across our border by the millions? And we will see immediately that it is American foreign policy that is creating the crisis at the border. And if the United States of America would stop interfering in Haiti, would stop interfering in Venezuela, would stop interfering in South and Latin America, in Mexico, then we would not have the so-called crisis at the border. Maybe that's too much work for you guys over there at TYT. No, let me say that again.
Again, you can't say so-called and then... Gosh, there's only so much I can do to keep you from making yourself look and sound so stupid.
I know how to fix it.
I know that's not too much work for the producers because the producers are dope. I know that's not too much work for Dr. Rashad Ritchie and John Iadarola because I know they do their work. They do their homework every day. But perhaps it's too much work for you, Anna. Perhaps you need an easier gig. Perhaps you need something like Dave Rubin has. Let's continue.
Okay, so now, as opposed to us, you've seen me say 100 terrible things about, no, thousands of
I heard how you talked about Dave Rubin. You're a homophobe.
terrible things about Donald Trump.
Oops, my
But
bad,
did I ever
guys.
tell you, oh my God, Donald Trump lost 5 million jobs? Yeah, he did technically, but that's not fair because he had a 3.5% unemployment rate, which is pretty good before the pandemic. Did he screw up the pandemic? I think he did, right?
Hang on.
I'm so
I broke it,
confused by
guys.
your switch.
Guys, I broke it up. I broke it. Broke it.
I'm very confused by their switch up.
It's fine. I was like, oh, cool, it's broken. We don't have to finish it. Here you go. All right, Mr. Blackman, educate me.
But any president would have lost a ton of jobs because of the pandemic. So It's true that Joe Biden has a better unemployment rate than Donald Trump pre-pandemic. So and you've seen me criticize Biden a million times, but give Biden credit for that. But you got to be fair.
The absolute thing that you have to worry about is to be fair to Donald Trump. Is that the most important thing, is to be fair to Donald Trump? Never mind that I reject the framing of your argument here, Jake. Because the reason 5 million jobs were lost was because of the incompetence and the sheer tomfoolery that we suffered because Donald Trump was president. Had someone else been president, had Hillary Clinton been president, we probably could have contained the pandemic right away, like we've done.
The pandemic would never happen. If Hillary was president, it would have never fucking happened. They would have waited for the next Republican fucking president to release it. Shut
like
the fuck
now.
up. Look, like I will give it to him. He can't be intellectually honest because he's not an intellectual person. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's our education. That's the problem.
I feel like you just called him a dumb nigger without calling him a dumb nigger. You are way better at this game than I am.
Ignorance of Donald Trump, not only did we lose 5 million jobs, we lost over 1.5 million lives. But we got to be fair to Donald Trump. And it's not just what's being said on the main show. In fact, most of the problems that we have, most of us who are online and we see what's being said, we have a problem with how Cenk and Anna are engaging in social media, cozying up to right-wingers. Look at this tweet from Ben Shapiro. He says, quote, ironically, if Donald Trump had been not named Donald Trump and had indeed shot someone in broad daylight on Fifth Avenue, Alvin Bragg would have let it slide. And here's Anna Kasparian walking in her anti-crime concern, saying, fair point. Do I really need to tell you the problem with this? Especially as it is added on top of every other example that I've given you. Here's another one. As it pertains to the 2024 election and Kamala Harris and all of her breakout groups, black women for Kamala, black men for Kamala, white men for Kamala, and white women for Kamala. This guy, Tyler Austin Harper, said, am I the only one who finds it weird that people love racially balkanizing themselves into a bunch of siloed Zoom calls based on gender and pigment? Anna Kasparian's right there to do her Anna Kasparian thing. What does she say? It's super gross and divisive. Oh my gosh.
I fucking hate this man. He's gonna make me defend Anna. This whole time I haven't defended her. But motherfucker, you're gonna make me defend her.
Hence the shiny head and dope. Right now you're with me. Now I feel like we're on the same team.
I tried, Bonsaco. I didn't want to go to hell, but I'm gonna go to hell. What a fucking dumbass.
That might have been over the top, but I'm gonna keep it in there. So again,
of course
I don't want to do this
because your production
but
value
because I am fully aware of the times in which we are entering in this country. It is too critical to our survival as a nation, as individual groups of people, as a collective body politic. It's too critical to the survival of democracy itself for us to continue to invest our time, our talent, and
why do I feel like this man jerks off when he reads Karl Marx?
You know he doesn't read it. He's got the audio book.
Oh,
again,
so he can use both hands.
And our treasures into a company that is moving, at least the leaders are moving away from the very values that we invested into them in the first place. The reason why we invested in them in the first place, they're moving away from that. Cenk and Anna are. That's my opinion. You've seen the videos for yourself. There's more, but I just need to pause and say, I don't want to do this. And this is my opinion.
Mr. Blackman, please pause.
There's a fact here as well. The fact is that we have the right
He's
to
not going to pause.
not support
He's going to keep
TYT.
talking.
You have the right to cancel your membership. You have the right to cancel your subscription. You have the right to.
Do I have the right to call you a dumb nigger now? Because God damn it, all they want to be is factually correct. That's it. That's 6, lunatic. God, they just want to be factually correct, which is something I'm not used to from TYT.
No,
And you,
Bonsako. For fuck's sake, AOC already told us. It is not good to be factually correct as long as you are morally correct. Fuck. Why do we keep doing this with you? It's like going in circles. You never listen to the lessons. Fuck, I take notes and everything, laminate that bitch and mail it to you, and you're just like, me, whatever. Cannon fodder.
I'm sorry to you guys that are wearing headphones right now. I apologize. Damn it, you're not wrong, Zed. I've been holding that shit in for a while.
And to go and support media outlets that will hold the line for you, for your cause, for democracy, and for justice and truth. And you have the right to be associated with
Bitch, please, you wouldn't know if Truth walked up and slapped its dick in your face. The fuck out of here talking about
people who
Truth.
are not embarrassed to be associated with you. We don't need people who are going to go on right-wing media and trash the left. If they don't want, if they are so troubled by who and what we are, then why continue to take funds from us? Get all of your funding from MAGA, which brings me to this last part. All money ain't good money, Jank. 2014, Buddy Romer, a Republican, his firm invests $4 million in the Young Turks. Fast forward to 2017, TYT, the left-leaning political video network, the Young Turks, raises $20 million. Jeffrey Katzenberg, who's also a Republican, his investment venture capital firm participated in this fundraising. 2024, Cenk Uygur is made an offer he can't refuse. His nephew Hassan Piker refused the offer, but Cenk Uygur did not.
Okay. For Poly Market. Wait,
No, seriously.
Wait. You want to know something about? You want to know something about those? First of all, they got raided by the FBI.
The CEO did.
Yeah, the CEO did. I don't know if you know this, but they offered me as a starting point of the conversation $1 million to just sponsor my election coverage, and I said no.
Good for you. God bless your heart.
Yeah.
I probably would have said yes.
Checking polymarket.com. Polymarket's
I
least he's honest.
mean,
At least he's
okay,
honest.
so he's a piece of shit. Oh, duh.
Mr. Black Man, you'd have taken that $1 million in a heartbeat. Don't fucking lie to me. I know you would have. Fuck you. Fuck you.
one of our sponsors, and why I care about them is, number one, it gives you a state of the race as to what other people are thinking, and they're not just thinking it. They've actually put money behind it, and hence they believe this with a lot of conviction. And so that's part of the reason why it's interesting.
In fact, it went as far as naming the studio that you paid for, people. Every subscriber, every member. TYT raised over $400,000 on Indiegogo to build the very studio that they are now naming after Polymarket.
All right, welcome to the Young Turks. Cenk Uygur and Kasparian, all back in the studio here, Parley Market Studios in LA.
Thoughts and prayers.
Look, Polymarket, a gambling site, a site that is invested in by Peter Thiel, who is one of the right-wing oligarchs who is behind this fascist takeover of America. Polymarket was promoted by Elon Musk all throughout this election, creating and manufacturing consent in the minds of people that Donald Trump was going to win the election, when Polymarket was nothing more than some of the richest people on the planet pouring in millions of dollars to sandbag the polling on Polymarket, to sandbag the odds on Polymarket.
Okay. I'm willing to go. Okay, Mr. Blackman, if that's all true, the fuck's difference does it make? Because the polling aren't the actual votes, you dickhead. So we were saying it the Sunday before the election. Becca, Moo, and I went, let's go live and talk about this. Mr. Blackman, we didn't believe the polls. Did you? I don't think you did either. The polls were wrong. They're wrong every fucking time. So who gives a shit who poured what into what? Oh, I see Kamala Harris is up in Iowa. Oh, I'm going to change my vote now. Really? Is that what we're trying to say here? Well, we think the majority of the population is going to lean towards this dumb broad. Therefore, I'm going to vote for this dumb broad. How fucking stupid do you think we are?
As stupid as his followers.
I would hope his followers voted for the person that they thought was going to be the best fucking candidate. And I don't give a shit who you voted for. If you voted for Kamala, well, I got questions. But you, Mr. Black Man, won't let me ask him because I'm a fascist. Fuck you. Didn't call him a dumb nigger.
Market. And every day, Elon Musk used that as a tool on Twitter to further entrench the idea of a Donald Trump victory. That is what the TYT studio that your dollars paid for is named after.
Listen. Look, the last thing is about Peter Thiel. So apparently he put money into Polymarket, right? So that people are holding that against us. Now, I didn't know that when we did the deal, but doesn't matter. I'm going to say something revolutionary. No, it doesn't matter. Why? Okay, Peter Thiel also financed PayPal. Did anybody ever use PayPal? If you did, guilty. Okay, hold on. Okay, Peter Thiel also financed Facebook. Did anybody ever use Facebook? I know Emma did, because she used to make videos for us on Facebook. Emma, I can't believe you work with Peter Thiel, and Peter Thiel funded organization Facebook. Hey, give me all that money back from all your videos on Facebook, because Peter Thiel financed Facebook. You're gonna do that? No, you're not gonna do that, right? So it's just a piece of propaganda that they're using against us.
I don't give a shit, okay? I don't care at all. I'm here, I'm speaking my truth.
Folks, I have no interest of doing this type of video ever again. I've never done this type of video before. I absolutely love and
right, you fucking lying piece of shit. Okay, I didn't call him.
Respect so many people who work at TYT. But the fact of the matter is that the captain and the co-captain have decided to take the ship in a different direction. And as a result, we now have held hostage the largest share, the largest market share of the total progressive subscriber and membership base in this nation. They control over 50% of the subscriber base and the membership base. And we're going into a season, a time in American history where we simply cannot afford our media leaders to be cozying up with the very people who want to destroy democracy, the very people who want to destroy blackness, the very people who want to destroy the LGBTQIA community, the very people who are destroying the.
Where did that come from?
Oh, that's been a talking point.
Again, guys, I said yesterday, it's about race. But it's not about race, but it's about race because that's all this motherfucker sees. And yes, he's a dumb nigger.
Migrant community, the very people who are actually, whose foreign policy helped create the problem, and now they're blaming the problem on the migrants. We cannot afford to have at the helm of the progressive media movement the only force out here that is willing to tell the truth, whether they like it or not. We simply cannot afford to have that be two individuals who I believe this video demonstrates they're absolutely going in the wrong direction. And you absolutely have the right to change your mind about supporting them.
Happy with me, and everyone will hear exactly what they want to hear. Criminals are great. I love criminals. We should let all of them out of prison, and we should, allow them to terrorize working class people when they're trying to get to work. And that's actually going to make everybody's lives better. So
yeah, and
if that's going to make everyone happy, then fine. Okay, I give up. I give up. Okay, criminals are great unless they're white. If they're white, we should put them in prison for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, if they're right wing, life sentence. Okay, anyways.
No, we're not doing this again. Why did you go back and start playing again? Fuck you. We're not doing this again. Asshole. Can I call? No, I'm not going to call him a dumb nigga. You are a very uneducated man. You sit there and you stroke your little goatee and you talk your shit and you lie through your fucking teeth. You are a very stupid man. That's why you're not successful, you dickhead. That's why people hate you. It's because it's all about hate. It's all about race. It's all about driving a fucking wedge. I hate motherfuckers like you. I've hated Cenk and I fucking hated Anna for years. But because of motherfuckers like you, I gotta sit here and go, Cenk and Anna may be seeing the light, guys. Oh, fuck. Maybe the world is coming to an end. Happy birthday, Becca.
Thank you. He's going to make another video like this again.
I hope so. Because I will be there calling him another dumb Negro. I look, you want to act like it, I'm going to call you one. I'm sorry. I know too many intelligent black men to put you in the same fucking category. You are just a dumb nigger. That's it. That's it. You want everything to be about race. You want to be about supremacy. Guess what? You're getting it, motherfucker. It's people like you that have people like me going, just bring it. You want to talk about the race war and you bring it. Let's just be done with this shit. I am ready. I am fucking tired of this shit. And maybe when everything is said and done, we can go back to just getting along with each other and helping our neighbor out. And, oh, you need help with your bicycle up these stairs? Here, let me help you. Well, hold on. I got to find out who you voted for first. Fuck you. That is not the way we should be living our lives. But here you are telling us that that's how we should be living our lives. And you're a piece of shit for fucking doing it. Not because you're a black man, but because you're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Okay. All right.
You good? You done? You...
No, because every fucking time I think we're turning a corner. We're not. We're not. These guys want to keep fucking pouring the salt in the wound. They want to keep fucking ripping that scab off. They want to keep telling me I'm an awful human being. My kids are awful human beings. My wife is an awful human being. My other wife sitting in Texas is an awful human being.
Oh,
We have
you
to talk to you about
dirty
that.
fucking polygamist. Oh.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, that's another reason. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, Mr. Black Man? You already hate my guts. Here's another reason to hate me. Again, I know too many fucking smart, intelligent people that have the same skin pigment as you to class you in the same fucking category. That's why I want that category taken off the applications. I don't care what color you are. If you're a dumb fuck, you're a dumb fuck. Sir, you're a dumb fuck. Now, the fact that I can call you a dumb nigger and piss you off, that warms my heart. That does. That warms my heart. Because now you know how I feel for the last, oh, I don't know, 20 fucking years of you motherfuckers calling me a racist and a fascist. You know, I look, I get honky and cracker just don't work for you. They're weak. I mean, as racist terms go, let's be honest. I know it pisses you off every time the honky list comes out for us white people and all your new racist terms for us, that we will sit and do a stream about it for 3 hours, giggling our motherfucking asses off at what you people are going to call us on the street. I love that shit. I want to be called a mayonnaise monkey, goddamn it. Please start calling me a fucking mayonnaise monkey, goddamn it. Again, that will warm my heart. I think we can come together on mayonnaise monkey, Mr. Black Man. So I get you can't attack us. You can't attack us because we're wrong. We're not fucking wrong. You're not attacking our argument. Every time you bring up an argument, you fucking contradict yourself or you just lie. We called it. We just sat here and go up, but didn't he just contradict himself? Becca even went, I'm trying to work with you, man. But you just lied to me again. Becca wants my brain to fucking explode all over my goddamn living room. So she's going to work extra hard with you, Mr. Black Man. And you couldn't even do that right.
No, he fucked it up. He fucked it up. There's no crisis, but hey, the reason why there's a crisis is because of us. I can't work with that.
And it again, it breaks my fucking heart that people like Spiracy and Bloody and your boy Pat and some black guy, and I can go on down the fucking list of creators that I follow that are never going to make it on any of these platforms because of Mr. Black Man there calling them a coon with the wrong attitude or a coon with the wrong fucking opinion. Breaks my fucking heart because those are good, decent fucking people. God damn. God damn. I thought if I streamed, I would get some of this out of my system.
No,
No.
that's never the case.
I
What?
I'm just trying not to just go off on the most racist tangent because I have too much respect for too many of my friends who share the same pigment with this motherfucker. And this motherfucker is all about his goddamn race. And we are trying to kill him. I mean, listening to that fat motherfucker over last night. They're coming to kill me.
Yes.
Nobody wants to kill you, Mr. Black Man. You want to kill me because of my skin
Hi,
color?
Uni.
No, we don't. Nobody wants to kill you because you're a black man. Are there some racist fucking trolls out there? Yes. I've run into them. Becca's run into them. Everybody here has run into them. I've been running into them, Mr. Black Man, even before you were out of diapers. I was running into these motherfuckers on the internet. Toughen up, baby. Stop being such a bitch. Stop making everything about race. Stop calling my friends and the people that I respect coons with the wrong fucking attitude or the wrong fucking opinion. Please stop that. Again, it's all about racism, guys. Problem is, it ain't us. It's them. These motherfuckers, man. Okay. Here you go, Becca. Here's your favorite person in the whole wide world.
Yay, a present. Oh, yes. He still has.
I hate you so much. You are way too excited for this. Okay, Vosh, I gotta speed you up, homie. Vosh, I'll probably call you a dumb nigger too. I'm just saying. It'll probably mean more in your case.
Kind of like the truth.
Vosh is gonna
American
speak
media
truth.
environment is reached
I
a
don't
level of
believe it.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
I
But here
love
we
when he
go.
thinks he speaks truth.
that we haven't seen since the immediate post 9/11 era. I don't know if you guys remember, but well, a lot of you literally weren't even alive. But after 9/11, there was exactly one opinion that you could have. It was it's not just a matter of patriotism. It is that every critical voice, every voice in mainstream media that was hesitant about state power, later on about the invasion of Iraq or earlier with Afghanistan, all of those voices were silenced. I mean that like they really were.
That's like he said he was going to talk the truth.
And can I point out that he's acknowledging that most of his audience is young and dumb? Like they're early 20s.
Yeah, I cringed hard when he said that. I was like, oh, you know it. You
That's my son's age. My son was a happy little infant when 9/11 happened, and he's 23. So if some of your audience wasn't even born yet,
Thank you, lunatic, for keeping count.
that's icky.
That's actually, I thought for sure I'd be in double digits, but right on. Right on.
In
Only
some
8
cases,
times,
they just weren't
Becca.
hired again. The left-leaning or just more anti-government power individuals, people more skeptical of our role in the world militarily, they were not given a platform. A lot of them had their platforms ripped from them. Many of them chose to go silent and avoid facing the consequences. There are a million examples of this. I'm not going to waste time going through all of them. Everyone's heard of the Dixie
No,
Chicks.
we can't waste time proving up your statement. Who has time for the evidence?
And the Dixie Chicks, really, that's what you're going to fucking hang this all on are those bitches? Look, it wasn't what they said. It's how they said it. Look, cool, you got that opinion. It was, you all are a bunch of dirty Americans. While you're standing in a different country, you're calling us bad people because we're pissed off at a bunch of. Okay, I'm gonna move on before I go racist that direction.
I'm not talking about that necessarily. Eventually, it became legal to disagree with the government again, but it took a little while. This happened during the Vietnam War as well. You know, like there was a point in time after the invasion of Vietnam where Americans were relatively okay with it because, you know, fighting communism and so on. And then after we started getting like video and TV and reports of what was going on in Vietnam, people really were not as happy about it. But it took a while for the anti-Vietnam War protests to ramp up to the point they did. And a lot of that was because for a time, if you were anti-Vietnam War, you were anti-American. You remember the...
Or, here, let's try this one off for size Bosch. their favorite president who had gotten his head blown off is the one that put us there. And they certainly weren't going to talk shit about John F. Kennedy at the time. Therefore, they were going to support that shit until, and let's be honest, you had Walter Cronkite lying through his fucking teeth about that shit. Y'all think Walter Cronkite's a goddamn hero. Fuck you, boss. Your revisionist history can eat my whole ass.
Age of McCarthyism, right? At least you weren't there. I wasn't there, but you remember what it was described as, right? A period of time, the Red Scare, professors losing their jobs because they were accused of being sympathetic to the Soviets. I mean, people all around the country, every field, every job, were scrutinized. It was a deeply authoritarian time. We are entering that time yet again. The media is captured.
Bitch, we've been living in that time, you dickhead. By the government you support right now, you fucking dickhead. I got thrown off Twitter because of hate, because of hateful conduct, because I said it wasn't racist to call a black woman a bitch.
Sure.
We are living in that time, you dick. Person that has the wrong opinion, according to you, gets thrown off platforms. You piece of shit. Yes,
I saw this screenshot. It was remarkable to me. Right now, the Republicans are gearing up to tear this country limb from limb. Ruin it for everyone, left, right, whatever.
Wait, the Republicans are gonna. Okay, no abortion jokes.
These are notifications for new stories coming out from the Politico column after Joe Biden's pardoning of Hunter Biden, a move that I sympathize with, but ultimately think was a bad move. I mean, I don't really care. I hate Joe Biden. Hunter Biden, I still love, though. So I'm glad he's safe. These notifications are coming out at the same time as...
you gross motherfucker.
What the fuck?
What is it with these white guys? Because you got Matt Jarbo, man, go up on a 15-minute tirade about Hunter Biden's cock. What is it with these fuckers? What?
Fucking gross. He wants to be ass raped.
By Hunter Biden, apparently.
That's his biggest fucking fantasy. Hunter, please. I'll act like I don't like it. I'll squirm. I'll push back.
Oh God. I hate my life.
Was it Kesh Patel, the insane FBI director nominee from Trump? The guy who literally has an enemies list? The Republicans gear up to annihilate this country, to drive it into the dirt, to strip it down for parts and sell it to the, highest bidder. And this is what Politico has to say. The media is deeply anti-Democrat. And that is not because the Democrats are anti-establishment. It's because the Republicans have done a much better job buying up media. It's the main reason the Democrats lost. It has nothing to do with how good a candidate is. After all, Trump's a terrible candidate, and Trump won. It's about how...
Can we go back to Mr. Black Man? At least he. Okay, if Trump is okay, I will give you Trump is an awful candidate. You know what would work for me, Bosch? If you fuckers would tell the truth about Donald Trump's imperfections, I could probably at least respect you. Doesn't mean I'm going to agree with you. Donald Trump has done some horrible shit in his lifetime. But what the fuck does that say about your goddamn candidate and the one you supported, you douchebag? Is it possible she's an even worse person than Donald Trump? And America went, no, man, I can't do 4 years of this. Because my fear wasn't that Kamala Harris was going to win and run the country into the ground, just like you're saying. Now, did I have those fears? Absolutely. But that wasn't my worst fear was I was going to have to listen to this bitch for 4 years give word salad speeches and make absolutely no fucking sense when she goes out and speaks in public, because that's what I've dealt with the last 4 years. It's what I dealt with when she was our AG. It's what I dealt with when she was in San Francisco. Is it just possible, homie? Not the media's fault. It's your fucker's fault putting this bitch up there. And
What? No.
and well, I'm not done yet. Maybe he'll agree with me. Maybe he'll agree with me. Motherfucker, an hour before she was named the candidate, you were talking shit about her, as was every other motherfucker on the left. But the second Joe Biden endorsed her, you went, our queen!
Well, you see, Bonsaco,
I hate it when you
they
explain
stand
things
on
to me.
principles. They stand on their principles, and their principle was vote blue no matter who. And she was blue. So they had to back her. They had to throw full support her way and prop her up as the queen that she was not. It didn't work, but they had to.
Yeah, I think they're pissed off that America isn't as stupid as they think America is. I think that's what pissed them off. It's like, oh shit. Again, guys, no matter how you feel about COVID did something and it started waking a lot of motherfuckers up to some of the just corrupt bullshit that is going on. You know, parents were terrified that they had some green hair mohawk bitch with a septum piercing talking to their fucking 5-year-old about Z's gender identification. So, in a sense, COVID was a good thing. I, I hate saying it, but I think the country started to wake up a little bit, and I think it burns Vosh's ass that all those right wing haters that have been pounding on me for 8 fucking years got new allies, and they're people that used to agree with me. What happened?
Oh, effectively, you buy up the media space. No one watches MSNBC. CNN has kowtowed to the right. Fox News is massive and only growing, and independent media has been bought as well. I saw these segments of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, who again used to endorse Bernie, supported Medicare for all. Look at this.
Well, I wanted to stay out of the presidential election shit.
Yeah,
It's gross because I feel like I had to. I feel like this is so nuts. This is so nuts. When that Tim Walz guy, it's so nuts that guy was going to be the vice president. You're telling me, you're telling me this whole thing's fake. Then you're telling me you don't care if someone's a liar. You don't care if they lied about their military rank, where they served. You don't care if they lied about being an assistant. You don't care if they lied about Tiananmen Square.
Didn't we show a video of Vosh celebrating that lying piece of shit as being
Yes.
the greatest vice presidential candidate to be nominated?
Yes. He's the best
And
ever. He gave little boys tampons.
why you make me want to throw up? I hate you. But you
Cute
have a
little boys need
Bernie
tampons.
bro. You have a Bernie bro that is talking shit about your favorite vice presidential candidate of all time, you dick. You ran this motherfucker off your side because you're such a disgusting group of people. I don't think Joe Rogan is particularly smart. I really don't. Do I think the man does some critical thinking from time to time? Yes. Do I think the man has some basic common sense? Yes, he showed it. Not because I agree with him, because I disagree with a lot of shit that comes out of Joe Rogan. But the fact that he was willing to question motherfuckers like you and Tim Walz, you fuckers had Joe Rogan on the left and you fucked it up.
There's too many things. This is so great.
You dumb nigger. God damn.
You would get fired if you were an assistant manager at an oil changing company.
Hey,
But
sorry,
utterly
Becca.
like unbelievable,
Uh-huh.
like genuine, like impossible to believe. You were radicalized to the right and to participate in the election because of Tim Walz. Because Tim Walz said he was in China during a month, but he was in there during a different month. And he did not lie about his rank, but after he left the military, he didn't file the paperwork that allowed him to keep that rank after he left. So they technically demoted him one rank, but he did service that rank before he left. That's what with Trump. Trump was the other guy, the one you endorsed. A lot of people say this is him being stupid. Don't get me wrong. Joe Rogan is stupid. If he was smart, he would have done a better job lying. He's just bought. He's bought. He is bought and paid for. Same things happened to TYT. Same things happened to a lot of other media institutions. Folks, I didn't think it was this bad, but we're in like a 90-10 right now. the media is all right wing.
No.
Oh
They're
my
fighting an uphill
God.
battle
Oh.
because at the end of the day, to be right wing is to be anti-truth, anti-love.
All of
I-
media is right wing. All of it.
Lunatic, you can't. No, I don't get a point for that one. I called a white man.
Still drop the N bomb.
Fine. Fine. I think you're grading me a bit too harshly, Lunatic. That's all I'm saying.
Get harsher, please. I mean, be gentle. He's got a tender asshole. It hasn't been worked enough.
Love, anti-reality. But with regard to like,
Again, I thought we were going to at least get a respite after the election. Okay, everybody's going to take a deep breath. We're tired. We're worn out. It's been a long fucking election season. But no. No. They're all against us.
Yes.
I wish that were true. I do. I wish it were true, but
like, to what extent the media space is bought and controlled, it's all right wing. And it's all going to be right wing for a while. It's done. I don't think you all understand the ramifications of this. We're talking about a level of media capture that's unprecedented in living memory. I mean, we're talking about every single day. You know, people often look back in history and they're like, well, how do people believe this at this point? How can people be so ignorant? You know, that's the media environment. But it's never been this bad. Or at the very least, it's never been this bad since the introduction of genuine independent media. But they've gotten that as well. Voices like, I mean, I'll be, you know, I guess like a little.
God damn it.
I love how now they're on board with our side of blaming the media, but for completely wrong reasons. You're almost there, Vosh.
He
I
will never
am.
get there. He will never. Because he's pissed. He's pissed.
Uh-huh.
Because people are starting to wake up to the reality that we have to report on the actual facts and reality as it is, not what we want them to believe, because they're not believing our bullshit. Look, there's only a couple million women that will watch The View and actually believe that shit. That's only a couple million women. Motherfucker, you are talking about you want the media to be able to just outright lie so long as it goes in your direction. You are a piece of shit. He's another piece of shit. How did we get here?
Undignified and say it, but voices like mine or of other genuine left-leaning people, genuine left-leaning populists, are going to grow more and more rare and quiet over time. Not quiet because they choose to be more quiet, but quiet in the sense that it will be more and more difficult for them to maintain this, you know, a presence within the platform every possible.
Would you look at that shit? Someone just handed that motherfucker 99. Are they paying him because he can lie so fucking well? I mean, is that what this is all about?
No, because he
I-
can't even do that. He's not lying well. They're just that dumb.
Okay. Okay.
Possible attack.
I accept that answer.
There's been like a protracted effort to
I don't want to
remove
accept it, but I
Hassan from Twitch for being, you know, like at some point perhaps inelegantly anti-Israel, as though there are not a million examples of people being inelegantly pro-Israel. And
inelegantly, you fucking piece of shit. Hassan Piker is an anti-Semite and a fucking racist. If he ever gets kicked off Twitch, it'll be for those fucking reasons. God, inelegantly. Get the fuck out of here. Stop.
people aren't getting,
I'm
you know,
gonna cry.
thrown
I'm
off platforms for that.
tired. I can't
guess
keep
Asmongold
doing
got
this. You don't
banned for
have
2
the
weeks
energy.
because
I'm
he
too old for this
said
shit.
Arabs are subhuman or something like that, but that's a pretty far line to cross. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's a line, apparently. Yeah, it just strikes me as particularly egregious in Joe Rogan's case because, like, again, when I say Joe Rogan's bot, I don't mean someone literally handed him a briefcase full of cash at like $100 million and said, hey, be right wing. It's not like that. You know, Joe Rogan already exists in a space that is very, 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 very susceptible to right wing capture. You've got like Dude Bros, UFC, conspiracism, libertarianism, and he can see where the wind's blowing and just be right wing because it appeals to pre-existing biases within his audience. You know, it's just following the wind. There are a lot of people who are going to be doing that, but that's still like being bot. I saw this clip as well. I don't want to play it because it's 5 minutes long. It's pretty crazy. This very shiny man. When did the US government get started with internet citizenship? It started in 2014. Edward Snowden rolling around in his not grave because he's still alive, with the Ukraine coup and counter coup. Basically, this guy's argument is that we couped Ukraine, you know, the ousting of Yanukovych, the dictator wannabe Russian puppet who was ousted in Euromaidan. He's saying we did that, and then we used the intelligence apparatuses we designed to manage that on ourselves. No mention of like Prism or COINTELPRO or anything like that.
Or Joe Biden or Hunter Biden or the Biden family.
It's this.
No mention of Hillary Clinton.
No, they are precious.
Hillary Clinton lit fire after fire across the goddamn globe. That bitch was crazy.
For a very good reason, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's right. The stupid people we just won't understand.
This guy's a Russian,
so they can't tell.
An asset, basically. His job is to launder a Russian talking point, which is that Ukraine only broke from Russia because of Western interference. Joe Rogan has him on to express this uncritically with no pushback. This is what I mean by bot. Like, this isn't being done out of an organic interest to entertain an audience or to, you know, learn anything. It's like, you know exactly what you're getting with people like this. Retweeting Jack Posobiec. Well, congrats to David. Pleased to announce David Sachs will be White House AI and crypto czar. Okay. That's from, okay. Global fascist coalitions. Yeah, I mean, it's capital is international, and thus fascism is too. Clown car ass ideology. Yeah, crypto and AI czar. You're just bringing on like every wealthy piece of shit you know. I fucking hate this guy's smile, man. He looks like a aged down Hide the Pain Herald.
Oh my god.
Do you think Joe Rogan is really right wing or has no thoughts in the bald head?
Oh my gosh, you're such a bitch. You're such a bitch.
Becca, he is your moral superior. How dare you?
Well, he can be my moral superior all he wants. He's still a bitch.
No. I think the question that in positions of power and have acquiesced to and benefited from the worsening of that power, his beliefs are utterly irrelevant. His belief is that he should have money and power. That's the only belief a lot of these people have. Basically, what I'm saying is the West is falling.
You?
But like, unironically.
Unironically. Like, the West has totally fallen. Okay, guys, that's the end of my fucking TED Talk. And I'm gonna now go bend over for the guy in my room wearing a gimp suit.
Why did you go?
Bye.
I hate you. I do.
Okay, on that note, I really have to pee and change the loads in my washer and dryer.
Are you ready to get the fuck out of here? Because
Okay.
I'm done. I got nothing else. Well, I mean.
Oh wait, I was gonna play that one of the UK Prime Minister.
Okay. Play it and then do your thing.
It's a Jimmy Dore clip, but they play the UK Prime Minister. That's how I came across it. Okay.
I gotta do dinner, lady. I would love to come hang out with you. Maybe I will. I'll give you a maybe. Okay. Let me see what I can do.
What's for dinner?
I don't know yet.
I'm hungry.
I know I am too. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go cook dinner now.
All right.
I trust me, after watching this shit, I would love just to go open a fucking bottle and start drinking. Fuck. Oh
Here
shit,
we
I've been send y'all up to chaos cakes too. Oh, okay, bring it.
So this guy, Geiger Capital, says, holy S.
God,
UK
he's
Prime
another one. I
Minister Keir
fucking
Starmer
hate this
just admitted
guy.
that Western leaders have been running an open borders experiment. You want to see even admit it? Watch this.
What the British people are owed is an explanation. This happened by design, not accident. Policies were reformed deliberately to liberalise immigration. Brexit was used for that purpose, to turn Britain into a one-nation experiment in open borders.
What? That's the Prime Minister saying that. First of all, why is he saying they did that? You mean we?
Yeah, well-
Remember when they used to say global Britain? Watch this.
A policy with no support, of which they then pretended wasn't happening.
I can't believe he keeps saying they. And then they did pretend it wasn't happening. They did the same thing here in the United States. They still think it's not happening. And then they denied it was happening. By the way, you want to know why this is so crazy? Because this is what he said in 2020.
We need to make the wider case on immigration. We welcome migrants. We don't scapegoat them. Low wages, poor housing.
Wow. So that's really different than the thing he said later that we just looked at earlier.
So it was an experiment.
So everything that we were saying 5 fucking years ago is true, and we're the conspiracy theorists.
Yes.
It's gonna be a long 4 years, guys, because fuck. I know I'm getting heated. I will start uploading my shit to Rumble because that's the only place it's gonna have me, because I can't play this fucking game and not use the bad words. I need to use the bad words because you know what? Using the bad words relieves my stress.
He's got a whole lot of stress.
Yeah, because I spent 3 days celebrating someone's birthday. I don't know when we're going to be back, guys. I'm hoping to take a day off from going through this fucking trash.
We'll take a few days off.
But I'm sure Mr. Black Man is going to upload something that's going to catch my attention, and I'm going to be right back here. You might as well just, you know what, lunatic? Let's put it at an even 10. That dumb nigger, you know that dumb nigger. Okay, that's 11. So we need an even number. That dumb nigger is going to upload something that's going to piss me off, and I'm going to be right back here. So we'll start at 12 next time. Because these fucks cannot tell the truth. Their fucking lives depended on it. And I can't stand for this shit anymore. I can't do this. I can't sit and go, this is a country that these motherfuckers want for my kids, your kids, their kids. Fuck you. Fuck you. I want my kids to be able to walk down the street and help a neighbor out and not give 2 fucks who that neighbor voted for. It does not make me a bad person for wanting that. Fuck you, Mr. Black Man. Didn't call him a dumb nigger. Just saying. All right, let me get to closing and we'll get the fuck out of here. Becca, thank you. I had a lovely weekend. I had a lovely weekend because of you. So thank you very much.
Well,
Lady,
my birthday
thank you for
was
joining us.
fantastic because of you.
Uh-huh. Right.
It was. I had a great time this weekend. I'm very tired. For some reason, I'm really sore. I should have stretched before all of this. I always forget to stretch.
No, I didn't. No, I regret Friday night. I regret being part of that conspiracy Friday night. Queer kid stuff. I'm a bad person for that. I am a very bad person for that.
I had fun. What do you mean? That was
I
a great birthday
am
present.
a bad person for that.
No, it was great.
It was not great.
Also, thank you, chat, for celebrating my birthday with me and for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you guys, and you make me smile.
We love you all. Thank you for going on this journey with us. We really do. We love each and every one of you. I don't say it just to say it. I actually mean it. You guys make this fun. That's why I do it. You guys make it fun. Becca, of course, I love you. I'm a better person for God. No, man, I just got like a knot in my throat. I'm gonna throw up.
Stop it.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
God damn it. Why do I always forget to turn it? All right, guys. Bye. We're out.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm a king of rock, there is none higher. Sucker MCs to call me sire. To hold my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock the party and come correct. All sets are on time and rhyme connect. Got the right to flow and we'll elect. Another rapper can't stand it, but give us respect. I wanna rock! Back in 1955, man didn't know about a rock and roll show. No, that guy. White man had the smokes, black man had the blues. No one knew they was going to do what Tchaikovsky had to do. Oh, let me rock. You know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put it all the time in a jukebox, baby. I'm running on the top of my car. When I'm rebel in my 4-4 pop star, so much over now. And it came to pass, the rock and roll was born. Lost parts of land, every rock and band going up the stone. And the guitar man got famous, the business man got rich, and everybody was a superstar. Was a spirit. Look at me rock. You know what I want. I love rock and roll. Put it all the time in a jukebox, baby. We will rock you. No sleep till riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out on loan. Riders on the storm. And the music was good and the music was loud.